Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Everyone doing good?
Moment.
Good
No,
enough.
I've got ear pain.
I've been worse. Yeah, I slept on my neck weirdly. I got pain. It's below my ear, but it's I empathize.
I have like an earwax pressure problem. I don't know.
Dude, you gotta get it like irrigated. That's the
I
trick.
got like the drops that I'm trying to put in, but like
It's like a
You
if
ever
like
cleaned out with like a pressure thing?
there's like I've had that like done. I was like my GP and was like I literally can't hear
Yeah.
things, and they were like, here, let's do some squirty,
Yeah,
And then like I felt like Superman when I went outside. I was like, whoa, I can hear fucking things everywhere.
Like I did think I was supposed to where I like use the cotton bud and pushed it really hard.
Yeah, no, never.
Even
I
though
do that
knew
all the time,
I was like, I'll do that anyway.
all the time.
Maybe it'll work.
But it's
say that it's used for that.
Maybe
It
it's
is.
this time.
it's the same feel as when you get like new glasses and suddenly you can see everything more clearly than you could earlier. It's like,
Every time I
whoa.
do put on my glasses, after not wearing them for a couple months, I'm like, man, I should really wear
You're
these.
just like,
These aren't just like a vague green ball.
It's crazy. Like my eyesight isn't that bad, but when I go outside, like it's like whatever, it's blurry. But like when I wear my glasses, I'm like, holy shit! It's too, you
I
see
can
so
like
far
I can
away.
look at all. I find myself staring at like trees and like, oh, look at all those leaves.
Yeah,
Man, the
yeah.
anti-alias thing's really good in real life.
And now, like people with faces, I don't really get it. Let's say maybe within like 10 meters. Of each
Yeah.
other. Otherwise, I'm like that looks like somebody I know. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, but
pretend
that's
I don't
awkward.
see
Because
them.
then, if you do know them, and you're just like looking at them like that, and they're like,
I don't look a stranger until they're within 10 meters. It's probably problem.
I find when I've just got new glasses and I'm seeing it like the best you do, I'm in more danger because I'm so distracted by things in the far distance as I walk down the street that I'm much more likely to step in front of a car as I'm reading like some shop sign 100 meters away.
It doesn't
Like,
matter for like most times.
It was magical.
Yeah, it's safer if I just my other senses are more heightened when I can't see properly.
just go around and blindfold, man. Just blindfold yourself and you'll be fine. Oh man, my concurrent views has already dropped to 0. It was 1 for a bit.
Oh, can we really put them off of all?
They're here for the D&D.
Sorry, viewer. Sorry.
I'll pull it up, see if I can give you a viewer. Yeah, so last time on Waterdeep, ooh, let's mute that bad boy.
Can't help to notice that the health isn't correct, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, I can do that on the fly though. I can actually update the image. So, Jackie, you talk. Everyone else. Actually, shit. Okay, it's gonna mess up on Discord, but anyone's AC wrong.
Put it in rule 20. Put it in rule 20.
Yeah, okay. No, we got a chat right there, you fools. Yeah. Okay, everyone, type your new HP in roll 20 in while Jackie recaps
whisper
this.
it to fucking Raven. Is this a thing? Do you want a max?
Okay,
HP?
last time.
Yeah, you're
on
max. You're max.
Last time on Waterdeep. Okay, you guys managed to escape the chaos that was Growlhunt Manor with the Stone of Galore. That's with
was
some
last time,
thinking and improvisation you snatched away. You managed to get back home, but not for too long. You could only catch a short break when there was a knocking on your door, and lo and behold, a name that you guys have come across a few times now was standing behind it. Ursel Floxin. He demanded the stone, seemed to know that you guys had it, or at least suspects it, and was unable to convince you guys to hand it over. A fight broke out. You guys knocked him unconscious, killed the others, and the guard showed up.
No,
They
we called the guards.
Yeah, you messaged Barnabas Blastwind, and the guard showed up, collected the bodies, and asked if you guys would come for a questioning. You accepted and
Not all of
were
us.
escorted. Yeah, Mordai did go slightly invisible and escaped the premises.
Look
Other
at
than
that on the fly production.
Accepted, and you're very good. And yeah, were interrogated by a magister of the City Watch.
Nice dude.
They seemed to accept your story for, mostly at least, and were ready to give a sentencing soon, 12 p.m. the next
So
day.
we're having our last night of debauchery before we get arrested.
Yeah, your last supper. And you guys continued to prepare for this invitation that Raven got from Athlos to attend to a charity ball on Fay Day, hosted by Remelia Haventree in the Emerald Enclave in the Southern World. You managed to get some last-minute costumes together, other than Raven. Other than Mordai. And made your way down to the southward. And we ended the session with you guys just walking into the Enclave. A quick recap. Enclave seems to be made out of like natural stone, but completely smooth. So the walls, the outer walls, and the large central building seem to be made out of the same stone. The building has 2 stories. Seems to be simple, but very very elegant. It has a lot of windows, large openings, so there's a lot of room for air and light. The outside of the house is a large garden with various exotic plants and trees. And right now, as you guys are walking in, you see it has been festivized, if that's the word. There's some bonfires going. There are all the people that you see have dressed up to various extents for Fay Day. You see a lot of greens, and you see outside. You see actually a temporary bar has been set up with a lot of drinks that a lot of people are gathering at. The party isn't super busy. You estimate about 35-40 people right now.
Exclusive.
And on the inside, you see a slightly larger gathering who appear to be watching some sort of event happening right now. You guys have just been let in to the gates by the host. And Athelos is walking with you.
Now, when you say bar, is this an open bar situation?
There doesn't seem to be like exchange of currency that you can see on first glance, at least.
You pay with your soul.
Good and not fucking free. That's all you needed to say. I know how capitalism works. I kind of Spider-Man. I'm like, boys, want to go get a couple of drinks? Where he kind of shift in the direction.
What else do you do here?
Of course.
You start walking up, but you hear a voice behind you. Wait, 1 second. And the long golden-haired elven woman that was standing at the gate and let you guys in rushes up to you and says, "Alphalos, you didn't tell me you had friends. When did this happen? What is this development?" And you see Alphalos looking extremely sheepish. And
That's a strong word.
I think I've work colleagues is what how I put it.
that explains much. So you don't know the history, then that makes sense. Well, hopefully, with your daring approach to this guest that you surround yourself with, you will similarly proceed to donate a brave amount as well. But I and Jareth Falcon both welcome you to the party. And she gives you like a smile, and heads back to the gate. Alphalos looks at you for a bit, mostly you, Raven.
I look at him.
I'm sorry about that. Let's not talk about it.
Let's not. You're right.
Yeah,
What are you feeling like drinking? Elphalos? That's how you say it?
Well, I normally go for a simple wine, but
I mean, it's a party.
let's see what they have.
Let's see what they are.
Complicated wine only.
We'll come out. We'll get 2 glasses of simple wine.
Okay, you guys move into the gardens and head over to the large bar area. In front of it is, or behind it, I mean, is someone who appears to be tending the bar. It's a tiefling woman, And you see, actually, out of interest, you see normal bottles of wine, and you see some casks of ale standing next to it. But you also see some vats made out of like glass or similar, like see-through, with
Shit.
various interesting colors.
It's so strong it would burn for anything not glass. That's what I like to see in my alcohol.
And out of these vats are also taps.
Just weird color liquids. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you on closer look, you see. Let's see. You see a dark red one, like a very light, almost like cobalt blue one, like almost black one, and a golden one.
Oh, Felix Felicis. Nice. I'll kind of go up to the bar and be like,
Golden.
"Excuse me, my lady. Some of those drinks, they look quite unusual. I haven't seen them before. Do you mind enlightening us?"
These are provided by the hosts of the party, trying to inspire everyone to donate as generously as they can. They are special and exotic.
What are they made of?
All right, well, most guests try and be surprised, but I can give a brief explanation if you wish. And she like stands to the side and like moves her hands underneath each like vat at a time. Says, this dark red one here is a brew called Werewolf Blood. This one here is the Blue Dragon. The black one is called Black Forest Brew, and the golden one is Elderberry Delights.
Could I try the Elderberry Delight, please?
Of course, it's a very nice introductory drink, smooth to the throat.
I'll try the Black Forest Brew. Remind me of home.
You're from Germany?
Yeah? Had I not made it clear yet?
Oh, and I should say, as you're standing there in front of the bar, you hear the music that is playing from inside, from various instruments, reach your ears. It alternates into like happy tunes and very somber. Not as not as happy as you would expect a party like this.
Should go play something more upbeat next.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. Spooky elf
starts-
music though.
She starts pouring the elderberry first, and what of the others?
I'll second my friend here, and I like signal to Raven, and
Okay.
take the black.
Another Black Forest Brew. And what of you? And she gives you a stare, Mordai.
He only drinks the blood of innocence.
No. He's a tiefling, she's a tiefling. I immediately think I just gotta get these two together. How hot is she, Jacob?
Not on the menu tonight, I'm afraid. We're trying to raise money for these innocents. It would be a shame to give them money. If they are dead. Let me just roll.
Yeah, in fact, more like.
I keep forgetting what I roll. Just roll 40-60 roll.
Yeah.
60.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You're rolling really well for the hotness of
Yeah.
So immediately, man, maybe I gotta hook more up, but then I'm like, maybe I should.
Yeah, let me just give you a brief description of what she looks like, I guess. She has a rugged red skin, short blackish hair and brown eyes, and large tattoo on the right side of her face of a rabbit.
Of a rabbit, not the bad boys.
Follow the white rabbit. Okay, Jacko, I enter the Matrix. Or leave the Matrix or whatever it is I'm doing.
I didn't like walk into the tattoo.
I've been looking for you.
So yeah, what are you feeling, Mordai?
No,
Well, in that case, may I
let you choose.
recommend the Blue Dragon? It is one to energize.
Is it now? I look at Mordai, look, well, this guy, he's always raring to go.
That sounds good.
Drink slowly then. Alright, and she each pours you a drink.
But she's not gonna ask our companion Elphalos what he wants to drink. That's the thing.
Alphalos seems to have helped himself to like. There's a tray of like
Simple
goblets
wine.
of red. Yeah, well, he's village like red wine, and he just like he's sipping it.
He's on like the third one now. Like,
Raven, you know Alphalos a little bit. He is kind of like neutral and down to earth, like polite, but not very emotional or anything.
sure.
Here he seems to be extremely uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, he's a
But
pretty
he's
private
not-
type from what I
He's an
recall.
introvert,
Like,
the poor guy.
yeah, he's not exactly a gregarious party, goer.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted the 5 friends.
yeah, and you each get your drink.
Alright,
Yeah.
I guess then I turn away from the bar and kind of, raise my glass to them. Like, all right, cheers, boys. Here's to a good party.
Yeah, I'll sip. I don't want to like be downing these. I want to make each drink last a while.
Oh, like as it hits my mouth, I decide is this a downing drink or a sipping drink? Like, is it like I'm like and it's like nah, it's not down. Let's keep going. How big are the glasses first? Like a tea,
The Alberti Light, it is extremely sweet and a little thick as you're...
like honeyish.
Yeah, almost like do you know like Liquor 43? I believe it's called like the very.
No, I'm not alcoholic.
But yeah, it does go down your.
Yeah, how big are these glasses she's pouring us? Are they like sipping glasses or like shots?
No, they're sipping glasses.
Oh, okay. Well,
From what you can tell around you, most of the others here are pretty, if not nobles, they are mostly distinguished.
Fancy. Okay. I swirl mine and appreciate the bouquet.
I'm like, don't do the voice, Raven. Don't do the voice.
No voice, but I'm just fitting in and like, get a good sniff. Lovely.
So what does this one taste like?
Piney.
You got the
Black Forest.
Black Forest brew. Yeah, it is a very like dark, almost like ale, and you as you're like starting to take a sip, you can see like some unnatural swirls almost inside of the black
Love
drink.
it.
That's so cool.
And as you pour it into your mouth, it does like roll around almost like out of its own volition. But as you swallow, it does go down.
A curious sensation.
If we're just alive, like it's like just living microscopic creatures in a glass.
I'm imagining a kind of sort of like licorice-y flavor to this one.
Yeah,
Sort of.
This is about right. And Mordai, yours is as she pours it in. You can see it's almost like fizzy, like a fizzy drink, and it's like extremely like bright blue. And as you take a sip, you can feel it like pop in your mouth, like.
Yeah, snap, crackle, pop sensation of.
Yeah.
Nice, very crispy to drink for.
Dude, it's that Nuka-Cola, man, that blue glow.
Exactly.
Alright, so as like we all cheers and taste it, and we're like, I might head inside and see what
Yeah.
who's-
Let's go mingle.
Mhm.
Do you guys want to search around for familiar faces, or just like looking like what's your?
Yeah, I can look for familiar faces.
Because I remember Jet like looking for some people.
Oh, I mean, I'll just stick with like the party, but generally I want to kind of get a vibe for the whole thing rather than like stop and talk to anyone for too long specifically.
Yeah, that's similar.
I want to find
I
it.
see the.
But-
you do see
It's not observe.
like he's hard to miss outside, talking to two people that seem to be government officials types. You see Mert, like the hulking figure of Mert, and he's dressed in not like a green vestments, and he has like on his head he has like a helmet of what do you call them? Of a unicorn.
He's skinned.
And you guys head inside. Inside it is a squarish room, a pretty large. You see stairs on the other side, but it seems to be mostly cleared out. This room, there's tables and benches made out of wood. But in the middle is like a spectacle that you haven't seen before, probably in your life. Four like green crystals appears like have been put around the room in a square formation, and in between those crystals is some sort of a force field, like a green aura, and floating above this force field are a few people that appear to be like holding a play. You see two halflings that combined like make a very small centaur, and they're right now like hopping around like a half orc, and yeah, they appear to be talking. And yeah, you see various small groups of people half paying attention to whatever's happening there, and yeah, have to do their own conversations. And you do see also the band in one corner of the room. You see a pianist, someone with a big drum, and you see 3 strings.
I play all these instruments: the lute, the drum, the piano. I play all of them.
Oh my god, it can be a one-man band.
How well is 3 strings doing? I remember it wasn't great last time we saw him.
He was 2 strings last time I heard.
Yeah, I see.
How is he doing? Like
Performance. I want to see. I want to.
Yeah, okay, the performance, but like
Maybe, like,
more
go get
how's he doing, and like does he seem to be okay? Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
he appears to be taking charge of this band or whatever it is. He's like the leading instrument, and
God.
they appear to be following along the play on this constructed stage.
Alright, but performance.
yeah.
I won't give you his modifier, but I'll roll a d20.
I need a modifier.
Okay. Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Like it's not like
Embarrassment.
magical or anything, but yeah, you hear the. You think this music right now? It's serene. It is a tinge of like a somber edge to it, but overall it's mostly calming.
Dude, it's been a while since I played in front of a crowd. I might go see if I can, do a little jamming out with them. You know what I mean?
I give you a
like-
slightly uncertain look, but I don't say
I,
anything explicitly, against it.
Okay, I chug the rest of the glass and stroll on over to the band.
I'm still like a third of the way through mine. Like,
Yeah, we can take a sip or 2.
Mine's only very easy to drink, except
Any other faces, Jack?
Let me see. Roll a perception check. It's a bit crowded, and a lot of people are like wearing some sort of mask or costume.
It's just
So
where you
let's see.
assassinate people and they never know who it is.
Okay, that's
A good old-
good old Venice level in Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Max even has the gun.
Outside, you noticed the groundskeeper, Falbranch, who escorted you the first time. In here, you see the Castellanters. They're talking to another pair, a man and woman, and seems to be having a good time. Otherwise, well, what strikes out at you, you see in an opposite corner, you see 2 elves, 2 high elves, also wearing like a unicorn, but like hat. But this one appears to be almost more a helmet, and they have like a metal horn sticking out of it that is made out of gold. And next to them are like 2 other elves that seem to be guards of some kind. Like they are the only ones in here that seem to have a weapon. They have like dark armor that is made out of wood, and curved blades on their sides.
That's a pretty interesting point, Jacko. Did they let us come in with weapons?
They didn't stop you, no.
Okay.
You have your weapons on your side, but you seem to be the only ones that are adventurous or something to that effect. People don't have protection in here for the most part, other than these 2 elves.
What about Alphalos? Has he got his weapon or?
No, he's chosen to go without.
It feels a little awkward now with my, rapier. Mine's very showy rapier. I never actually fight with this.
But when you do, you hit
One of those
unusually a
where
lot.
They can only
Brought my shield.
drag out a couple of centimeters just to.
Yeah, it's just only like there's no actual blade to it. It's like a little bit, and then
But there are various people that appear to be members of the Emerald Enclave, but you don't see Grander.
Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye out for him, but I won't like ask for where he is or anything. I'll show him.
I want to see Max's performance, but also stand far enough away for plausible deniability.
Yeah, same.
You shift
I'm
away.
hanging out with Raven.
Yeah, like I do this thing where like even if like I'm assuming there's like breaks in the song when like the play comes like some sort of like a natural like pause or something like that. You know what I mean? Or they like shift tempo or something.
Yeah. After about a minute and a half, you, the orc and like the players on stage have been silent so far, like only acting with their facial expressions. But as the music slowly comes to rest, you hear the half orc like shout out lines about apparently the play is about him be like accidentally like entering the Feywild and trying to get out.
Sure.
The music comes to rest and Three Strings lays down his lute and he notices you walking up.
Yeah, like yo man, how's it going, Three Strings?
Oh, hey Max. Yeah, it's going pretty well. It's hard to find a gig these days.
Yeah, man, a nice gig. I forget, did you always have to stutter?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. I'm like, yeah. I kind of like gestured to like the other two. I just said there was a pianist and a drummer. I'm like, is this your band? I didn't know you were in an actual band. I thought you were a solo artist, if you know what I mean.
Oh no! These guys are separately hired. I was invited because of my experience.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've been doing this a while. I kind of nod to it, guys. It's like, good to meet you.
Yeah, you see a dwarf, a mountain dwarf, with a bald head and with a white grin on her face, and also a half elf who was on the piano, and she has like almost like sunburned skin, with long red hair.
I've been like itching to play for a while. If you want to have a break and grab a couple of drinks, I'll be happy to cover for you for a little bit. It must be exhausting up there by yourself.
Maybe. Wait. Let's talk outside of you. Let's go grab a drink. And he lays down his lute and walks a few feet away. Says, "Oh man, that gets tiring.
Yeah.
Good to see you, I guess."
Yeah, man. It's a good gig. And you like to be here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I can tell you. I'm sure the boss has seen you already, but I'm here on a separate mission as well.
Oh, sure. You wanna work? Do you need any time to actually get it done?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that'll work. Being tied up in the corner isn't too much.
Yeah. Much.
He taps like subtly, so only you can see. Like he turns around to the rest of the room, taps like a medallion that you haven't seen him wear before. So I'm supposed to find some sort of spy or someone who is hiding out over here. Who has infiltrated the party.
Do you have a description or anything? I mean, I'll keep an eye open for the rest of the night.
No, I mean that's the problem. We think he's in disguise. So this little thing right here, it's gonna tell us. It can like read minds or something,
Clever shit.
Like that.
Clever.
Yeah. So the way it works, if I have suspicion, I tap this little thing right here, and I can detect their thoughts, I guess.
Shit, man. Or if I see anyone doing any suspicious shit that isn't, someone I know personally, I'll give you the all.
Yeah, apparently, like they're a threat to the harbors and maybe the city. I don't know.
Yeah.
They come and go.
Yeah, exactly. You get all those fuckers. Cool.
I mean, what you saw from the music, that's pretty much how it goes all night. Just make. They don't get too high tempo. I don't know if they appreciate that around here, but
Like keep it safe. None of you's ever heard me play it.
When I get the temptation to rock out and all that, but this is not the place.
Yeah. Paying gig, I get what you mean. Secret mission. Yeah. I'll keep it discreet. But if you need a little bit of distraction, I'm good at those too.
I'll give you the signal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cool shit. Right. I kind of like yeah. When he like when he's done, then I kind of head on back to the.
Sure.
To the
Yeah, and he appears to be wandering off outside.
So I kind of and I just like say hey to the musician, like, yeah, I'm taking over for you things for a little bit. So what are you guys' names?
Oh, I am Sedany, says the elf. I'm not really from around here. We're both. We came from ship 2 days ago, planning to head inland. Catch all the major cities of the Sword Coast.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a fucking blast.
So to get some parties going. Having connections in the Enclave really helps.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, let's get going, shall we? Kind of like pull the loot off my back.
All right. Well, we don't really have sheet music. It's more like jazz, if you're familiar with that. You
Oh
just
yeah,
kinda
yeah. I mean,
go with
improvise.
the flow, improvise with each other. Yeah, you're the lead, but we'll follow along. No
Great.
biggie.
Sounds good. All right, so Jacko, I start at least pretty much exactly the same, and I like kind of gradually add a little bit more, but I'm not going crazy. Like it's a little more, but still like
Okay, roll me a performance check.
Oh baby, but I have advantage for there's so many onlookers, but I'm getting scared,
Yeah.
guys. I'm a little nervous when I first start playing. I haven't ever performed in front of a crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I-
also the other two musicians as you're slowly getting in, appear to be paying attention to the stage itself. And like, okay, you're almost up. Here we go.
Oh, and to be really nice, Jacko, and because I think this would be a nice thing to do with band members. Before like we go, I'm like, all right, we can do this, guys. I want to give them both bardic inspiration.
Nice.
So a combined performance is gonna fucking blow the roof off. So I'm giving them both. And then
At the end of Max's performance, by the way, I want to make a shower of sparks come out of his loot.
baby 27.
I'm exploring all the opportunities inherent in prestidigitation.
Okay.
And then they get the extra D8, yeah.
And 2d8s.
Alright, well the first person fucking
Okay, so that's
Ooh,
a 27
18.
and 18.
so
Yeah, you
like
you've played with some music. I mean, you're more of a solo guy, but you play with some music. But this group seems to click. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because they're used to this kind of thing, but you're just like taking the lead, trying to do a little bit of what Three Strings did and adding your own spin on it, and they just like click on it, and it's as if you guys have been practicing for months.
I mean, it's a person rule 27 though each of us. That's fucking.
And they're like, yeah, like you see the dwarf especially, like a grin from cheek to cheek, and just like nodding along and looking at you like, oh, okay, this is a sick groove.
Go. Nice.
You have
Nice.
such high performance compared to those guys.
When Max finishes, I want to make a shower of sparks come out of his instrument.
Okay, and then around the next instrument or intermission, you
Yeah, right at the end as he like strums the last note, like at the perfect timing.
Yeah, you actually do get a few like golf claps and nods of appreciation as some people start to like pay more attention to the musicians itself in the corner, other than the plane.
Nice. Yeah, I just like when the song loads turn the up to and be like, man, that's fucking nice, guys. I haven't played like in a band much.
It was decent. It was not a bad vibe, but a far cry from your normal fare. Although that works better for my, tippy tapping.
Yeah, like I mean, to be honest, I've been playing this shit longer, so even though it might not be what I really like, it's probably what I'm better at, to be honest.
Oh, I can't wait to hear when you've been playing the what you call it, the sex hand crossbows kind of music for
Yeah,
for a few years.
I call it the progressive jazz, the Paz.
Progressive, because jazz wasn't progressive enough.
Not for me. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep playing basically until like I see Three Strings again. In which case, I'll kind of hand on over to me.
Okay. In the meantime, what are the others doing?
Just
Maybe
hanging
not
around
much
for
doing.
the performance mostly.
by
I've
the
got to
way,
be in
like,
range
I-
at the end to do the thing.
Yeah.
Like, if we weren't doing anything else, like just hanging around, I would probably like, unless they like went around the corner or anything. Like, I have been eyeing Max and Free Strings when they were talking,
Okay.
because if I would be able to see if because we don't know if he's with Harpers or anything like that.
No, you don't know that.
But at the same time, I don't really have a good impression that, like, Jet doesn't really think Ian has a good impression of Three Strings because he has just been talking shit about him.
True.
Um,
But I don't know if you remember this, but Three Strings and Bonnie are friends with each other.
Yeah,
And, they
that
help each
that
other.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that I know. But I was just see anything weird about them. But yeah. But other than that, I'll just keep an eye on for Grandor and anyone else. Like if Baywin's here, I'll keep an eye to see him and stuff like that.
Okay. Looking around, you see that most of these attendees, they appear to be either like nobility from other, like outside of the city, or travelers or merchants. Only the castle enters that you see are really like of nobles of the seaworld. He visits the seaworld, on and off. And they are like.
The only ones I meet they recognize.
I realize the castle is here. I must have missed that shit.
Yeah, they're on the back of the room.
Okay, cool.
They were actually one of the louder claps in your direction.
Man, this is like my nice adopted family. That's so nice.
You're playing, Ian. About 15-20 minutes, half an hour go by.
Yep.
No sign of Three Strings coming back yet.
And it probably doesn't make a difference. But I also have on my costume. It's like the fancier monk robes. I'd also have like the Baguda like badge on my the token on the outside of my clothes.
More badges.
You said like 15 minutes, half an hour go by. So like after the 15 minutes, when Max is still playing, I'll just start wandering some more. Again, I just want to I want to by the time we leave at least have visited sort of every corner of the party and seeing everything that there is around. It not necessarily stopped and talked to everyone, but just briefly passed by. Got the vibe of the whole place.
Great alibi.
As you're starting to move around, Atlas goes by your side and says, he opens an eyes when doing that awkward thing, standing in the corner with a drink in hand. But he's tag along. I mean, I know some people here have some impressions of me, so I don't want to force you or anything. We don't know each other that.
Be my guest, or rather, I'll be yours.
Right, I did come to this party for a reason, and that's to show that I want to make face.
Well, I thought it was he wanted a date with Raven.
So yeah, he's silently but pleasantly for the most part joins you.
Yeah. Jet was gonna follow, but when you see Alphlos join in, and it's been awkward all evening, I just gotta let him be alone.
I'll chat with Alphalos, just kind of politely.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, remind me where you're from, Alphalos. I know you told me, but me.
Well, Vajra connected us because we're from similar places.
Of
I'm also
course.
from the Neverwinter Woods.
From the woods themselves, where guys. So yeah, I mean, I guess we've discussed it in the past. Of course, I remember you mentioned this, and discussed that a little bit.
He's from a small community, not like yours, but like ones that your group your clan has traded with before, and he was Blade Dancer himself, and chose to go to the city because he felt he had more to give.
Yeah, cool.
Anything you're just looking around?
Yeah, I think so. Not really
see
looking out for anything or anyone in particular.
Okay, yeah. You make your way through the house. Do you want to head upstairs?
Sure.
It's not locked off or anything. But
Yeah. Okay. Oh, if the party's not really up there, then I'll just stick where the party is.
Sure. Yeah. You just walk around a bit.
If nothing happens on another, take one more life first.
Raven, as you're walking around, you catch glimpses of various conversation, of course. most of them are, inane of not much interest. You hear apparently someone eloped to Daggerford with a half orc, and some noble family is very upset with it about it.
My gosh.
And you hear two humans with outrageous large hats, probably part of some guild or another. They appear to be talking worriedly and a bit too loud about apparently Luskan is trying to join the Lord's Alliance. They have made this ultimatum in the recent meetings of the Lord's Alliance that they want entry into the alliance, and most cities are hesitant.
Have they? What was the? I mean, I don't like, and I mean, I don't like inquire from them. But if I can sort of passively pick it up from the conversation, what was the nature of the ultimatum? Like, what's the threat if they're like violence or like economic sanctions or like?
You hear what I'm saying. I mean, I know Luskan is a city that has prospered in recent times, getting trade from Baldur's Gates and a new industrial harbor. But this is insane. The Lord's Alliance has survived for hundreds of years, and you appear to get the impression that Luskan has grown economically a lot, but by some history isn't very respected. And yeah, so that's kind of the
Okay.
conflict. Yeah, other than that, nothing much of interest.
Make a note of it.
Sure.
I guess in passing, since he's Force Grey and Mike Care, I'll mention. By the way, I might be going to prison tomorrow to Alphalos and kind of fill him in on that. I won't tell him all the full details, but I'll say we got a bit overzealous investigating the Growlhund family. We discovered solid evidence against them, but city ordinances are what they are.
That's worrying. These nobles, they have a tendency to have a bit of a vindictive streak. If you pain them in any way, they strike back as best they can.
Part of me's hoping they'll come after us in some insidious and illegal way so that we'll have an excuse to deal with them in a more defensive manner, if you catch my drift.
Sure. For what it's worth, I don't think most noble families would do that. They are usually better at bending the law to their will.
Well, the Growlhunds are up to something, certainly. They're neck deep in it with the Zentarim, the bad Zentarim, that is, and the Xanathar's Guild possibly as well.
Interesting, I've never even heard the name.
The Xanathar's Guild or the Growlhund family?
The Growlhunds.
The Growlhund, they're a lesser noble family over. Their villa is near Trollskull Alley, where we're a resident. Social climbers, you might say. I think what we've discovered from them is their end goal might be to increase their own fame, notoriety, and influence within the city. They're certainly not a family on the level with the Castellantes or the Vellinis.
A bad bunch indeed. If I can ask, Raven,
Of course.
what made you join the Greyhounds?
A few things. I have more of a sense of justice than I care to admit. When I see something going astray, my tendency is to step in and try and put it right, at least the way I see right to be. But if I am honest, it was my pursuit of power that first drew me to Blackstaff Tower. I don't intend to be a lesser-known, modest magician my whole life. I will. It is my intent to make a name for myself or die trying.
I see. Well, I don't want to make this an evening full of warnings, but I also would advise you to be careful of power. There are many that look for it, including me. Many that pay the price. He kind of like twitches his shoulder where the arm is missing. Can
It's your warning is well taken, but nevertheless, I often find its allure irresistible.
can make you go down paths make you question if you're still who you were before, if you're still a good man. If you are as righteous as you say you are, you should always keep that balance in mind.
I kind of think about that. I like the conversation kind of... I give silence for like 10 or 15 seconds, and I say, it always irked me, all those months and years spent in training in Neverwinter, never able to find myself, never able to achieve the Blade Song in the way that my elven mentors were instructing. It's why I came to Neverwinter in the first place, why I came to Waterdeep, rather, in the first place, as I told you, was to seek the music that would speak to me. I found it in my friend Max, who's playing so eloquently over there, and in the time I've known him, my powers have grown explosively, I would say. I would be
Yes.
lying if I didn't admit that the increase in my ability is somewhat intoxicating. I enjoy finding myself able to overcome greater and greater foes with each passing week. But I will not seek it recklessly. I do not intend to perish, only half completing what I view to be my destiny.
That's good to hear. Compared to the woods, Neverwinter, or as Waterdeep, is especially exciting. The woods are awfully boring in comparison.
So I have found.
But that also means that there are many powerful people here. People that have collected it for many centuries and are extremely hard to defeat, if you so would wish. But
I will not pit myself needlessly against them, but I do intend to surpass them in time.
And I hope you do. I hope you're more successful than me. And he takes another large sip from his wine.
I'll probably finish mine at this point.
Let's go for
yeah, let's get
refresh.
exactly.
Okay.
After another 10 minutes after Raven leaves, I will probably start wandering around as well. Just seeing if I can find someone. I mean, either Baywin or Baywin can be fucking anywhere, the bastard, or Grandeur.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll give if I see a druid, I see the face. I'll give them a nod and greet them, but I don't really talk to anyone.
Sure. Yeah, you spend a few minutes walking about, and notice that most of the Enclave members are outside still. And you do see at this point Grander, the dwarf. He seems to have joined the party with Mertz. Mertz now only talking to a single government official, one with that is, other than Mordai, least dressed up for the occasion. It's a very simple green robes and a patch of the city watch on their chest. And Grander is part of this, has formed a triangle, but he seems to be a bit far away from it, kind of cross arms, more like taking note of the conversation than actually participating in it.
Okay. And you said it was Mert, a guy I don't recognize that's not that dressed, and Grandeur. That's trying.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll approach them in a way that Mert would see me approaching.
Okay. Yeah, Mert appears to be very animated in conversation, and you do spot a glance towards your direction, but not one of particular recognition, and continues the conversation.
Okay, yeah. And Mert is the one that gave us the money, right? He has done the contract with us, and the unicorn and all that shit. He's the
exactly.
harbor
He's,
leader, yeah.
And the owner of the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll.
And as you're walking up, you see Murta's finished talking, and the man in front of him, who is very bulky in his own right, short hair, and almost like a military style cut,
Yeah.
but he is soft spoken, so it takes you a while to like hear a response, but you catch the end of a sentence. Another house, yes. This Viper, whoever they are elusive.
And yeah, so if I'm like upon them now, I like say, Master Mert, a pleasure to make your acquaintance once more.
Everyone like turns around as you introduce yourself to the group, and Mert looks at you for a second and says, "Oh, I do know you from somewhere, don't I?" Yes, you were part of the opera a few nights ago. What was his name? Maxwell? Max Morris?
No, that would be Bard.
That would be the one that is in my employ currently. Yes, okay.
Correct. If you don't have any real need of him, I would like to borrow my senior brother, who has seen it, to have taken him for a moment. As I like gesture to Grander.
All eyes go towards the dwarf, and Mer says, "Oh, when did you get?" Well, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And Grander kind of like, well, I wasn't really eardropping or anything, but all right, come here, chat. And you guys walk up for a bit. What the hell are you doing here?
I
mean, not that I'm
wasn't
not glad to see you, but
invited by an invitee.
Well, you're not really the money holding type, are you?
No, we our Pagoda is far from having a real foundation in the city yet. We don't really have much to spare.
Right, from what I've been told, you've donated a lot in recent days.
To the Pagoda, yes. I've gotten a coin here and there. It's mostly seems to be increasing quite exponentially as I go on, and more seems to come to the horizon. It's hopefully we'll be able to build something for the main temple to take note of in due time.
All right. Well, I'll be happy to hear that I found someone for that statue you gave me. The little monkey one.
Yeah.
There's a worshipper of Uptao here, which apparently is like this exotic god or whatever. And he seemed to be taken by it. Really loves the whole thing. I think he's at the party right now. He's walking around somewhere. If I see him, he's a dark-skinned human with large, broad shoulders, and with a bit of a hunch. So it'll be pretty easy to spot.
I'll keep my eye out. I look back at Mert and change to divine.
Celestial.
Yeah, celestial. I mean, I'll. How come you're you're speaking too much, or eavesdropping. Not really your thing to do, as far as I know.
Would you still have this amazing Scottish accent in Celestial? Yeah, sure. Well, you know, from what I hear, he's a bit of a rough fella. I wasn't, you know, if I was eavesdropping, you'd bet your ass I would drop down in those bushes and not get spotted. No, I just was really trying to get a judge of his character. What else will I have to do right now? I'm not one for these parties.
That's fair enough. I would be a bit careful of him, though. He's.
I mean, it seems like
though he is a
with one hand.
Though he is a careful man, I would say he is still a greedy one. I would keep. I would be a bit careful of him.
Alright then. I'll try and find my enjoyment somewhere else. Is there anything I can do for you right now?
If you haven't contacted the Boo or anything lately, I would do so. There have been some new threats popping up in the city that we should, the senior members should be aware of. Not something I'm all too comfortable talking about here in the party, however.
Alright. Like a threat to the Enclave as well, you think?
Possible. Your magic might make yourself less susceptible to this danger, but you have the Enclave have a bit more. Their foundation's a bit more steady.
I'll pop on by tomorrow. It's past due time anyway.
So, well, I'll keep walking around, see if there's anything interesting. You haven't seen Bayboon, have you? He normally likes being in these kind of events. Would be...
Right, well, there are still, you know, events going up on the SeaWorld. He's probably part of that, if I were to reckon.
Probably.
I don't really know. You know, Fair Day gets crazy. Especially in the night.
Well, it seems... sounds interesting. Well,
did you know that last year in the portal, a centaur appeared out of nowhere? Just like, I don't know, apparently a rift destroyed, I don't know, but it destroyed out the bar and most of what was inside. It was very messy.
Well, let's hope something just like exciting, but a little bit less messy happens this time.
Well, whatever you say.
Yeah, and with that, I'll take my leave.
Yeah. Ian, sorry, Max, you're playing.
Better be sorry.
30-45 minutes.
Yep.
The other two have been grooving, but you notice a slight worry, like a slight distraction, and yeah, especially the half elf seems to be a bit distracted, and then she leans in, just, I mean, not that I'm not glad that you took over, but do you know where Three Things actually went? I thought he was just grabbing a drink.
Yeah, me too. Maybe he got stuck talking to someone. Next song, I'll go find him.
Okay.
Wait, would she say? Sorry, would she say it's in the break between songs? Or was she
No, she like leans over while you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll say that. Yeah. At the end of this song, I'll go find him.
All right. We'll try and cover for you.
Yeah.
And this gets really complicated without a loot player, but that's what we're getting the big bucks for.
I'll be fast.
Okay, so the song slowly comes to an end.
Yep, and then I'll be like, quite quickly, I'll be, just quickly, like, wave to anyone, who's like, happy or whatever, and then I'll just hop down and, have a quick search, trying to find out where Features has gone himself to.
Okay, roll me either perception or
Survival. What?
you
Perception.
smell 3 strings.
21.
21. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you start walking around. And don't notice him anywhere. Like as you came in, you spotted 3 strings was an extravagant like orange tuxedo, like a bit out of place from the rest of the costumes, really. So you think he'd be easy to spot, but no sign of him until you spot part of like ripped fabric that matches his clothes.
Fuck.
On the balustrade on the 2nd floor.
What's the balustrade?
Sorry, on the 2nd floor.
What is a balustrade? I don't know.
Oh, it's like the part where you can look over to the ground floor.
Sure.
On the high
Indoor
level.
balcony.
Yeah, a bit of like an indoor.
And it's like just like lying on the ground. Like I find out when I'm up there.
It's like there on either side at the top of the stairs is like that appear to be like almost like tree-like fence-like posts, and it is lying like a little bit like on the other side of one of these, but like you can see it like peeking out.
Okay. As I was like walking around, did I know? So I guess where I am now, when I see this, do I know is Raven like nearby? Have I like seen him while I've also been looking around, and just like kind of waved or anything?
Raven, for the most part, has kept to the inside area, walking in between groups that are surrounding the stage. So yeah, you can spot him.
Okay, so I kind of go up to where Raven is. I'm like, hey man, enjoying the party?
Yeah, Alphalos and I were just having a nice little chat as we, got the temperature of the room. What's up?
I was thinking I might have found something interesting you might want to meet. Do you mind if I take your date off your arm for I say arm and then realize that's kind of awkward. Your arm for the evening, Alphalos?
Oh, of course. I mean, they're your guests, really. So
Great.
please entertain them. But yeah, Alphalos, you see, goes back outside to grab another goblet of wine.
Okay, so I'm like, well, basically, Free Strings here on secret mission, but think he might be in danger. You mind give me a little bit of backup if I go find him? I saw some ripped clothing, and it's, a little bit like, ooh.
I kind of like internally consult the amount of magic I've got going, and I got you. Let's go.
Nice. All right, so I just sort of quickly head upstairs to where I saw the ripped fabric.
As we're I assume my my mage armor, and I'll say that I would have run out by now, so I'll recast mage armor on myself as we
It should be fine.
pass along. Yeah, but I've got a few 1st level spells, so I may as well.
Right, if you Gucci.
That's either me or Mordai see
Mage
anything
armor.
weird with
I just top up my mage armor, so I'm ready for goodness.
You're not being particularly stealthy about it. You're just moving around in the party.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just heading somewhere with Raven, yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys are familiar enough with each other and each other's costumes that if you want, you can see them moving away from the festivities and actually heading up.
Yeah. If they seem to be in a more of a hurry and not normal, I would probably follow if I'm already done with my stuff.
That's up to you guys.
I think we're moving with purpose, right? Until now, just kind of strolling around, looking around.
Yeah,
whereas now we're heading in a direction,
I don't want to be
knowing where we're going.
Yeah, definitely something. I'm not I don't want to be obvious if no one's paying us attention. I'm not running and be like, "Yo, man, follow me." But yeah, I am definitely
sure.
I'm walking.
Not
I'm walking.
pushing.
Right, but I mean, I don't. But me and
I-
Alphalos walking around the whole evening would have been
definitely.
it's a little more crowded that way. Let's just go this way instead, or whatever.
Exactly.
Whereas now we're
I'm
sort of
leading you somewhere.
eyes fixed,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
somewhere.
100%.
It'll probably stand out to you.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah,
Just
sure.
I don't want it to stand out to other people. Is what I'm saying to check.
I'll make my way through the party over the dome.
Mordai, at this point, you actually see that tiefling girl walk up to you, and she's carrying another one of those blue fizzy drinks, says, "It's been a while since you came around for a drink. I mean, can I offer you one?"
Muted
You're
all day.
muted.
He's so shy he can't even say it out loud. Oh, that's cute.
God damn it. Sure. I'm down.
I'm
To fuck.
someone's got me, so I kind of want to see what this play is all about. She like leans, sits and leans against one of the benches, and slides over to give you some space to sit there as well.
I sit down.
He's got game. Can't deny it.
He's got game.
Oh,
You did the right thing.
Can't deny it. It's that
Yeah, we
warlock
don't have
energy.
to go. I don't really want to flirt with Tom, but Tom, can you give me a persuasion check or whatever the
Perception. He's like, I'm a well-respected man.
Intimidation
you know.
check, like
see how smooth you are
I
this
would
day?
definitely prefer deception than persuasion.
It's
Yeah,
all-
you pretend to be like a bitch.
Could pretend to be a decent person, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't work for an evil gang to cut off people's toes. Nothing like that.
Evil, you know, we're not evil. That's
See, he's so good at
already.
deception. Look at him.
Yeah, you hear?
Okay. Well, first we'll deal with the boys heading upstairs. What? What's the look?
Nothing, just Mordai. Just Mordai and his deceptive ways.
Yeah. You guys head upstairs. The music is slowly fading away. You see this building seems to be like cold stone, but wherever possible they try and enhance it with like almost like magical wood that is lining the walls and ceiling, and gives a nice mix. And yeah, you guys are just looking around.
I mean, do I see the material like of his?
Yeah, it's like it's hanging off of the like top part, like almost the ball of the wooden posts.
Does it look like? Is it like some of the wooden posts? Like it looks like it's easy for fabric to like cord on if you're like walking past in a rush, or like does it look like this is kind of that's unlikely to happen? Like this.
Yeah, like it's round, so it's unlikely to be caught
there's
on
no
there.
like sharp edges.
And it hasn't fallen off, so it almost seems like it was pressed in there.
Okay, and there's no sharp edges on anything like nearby, which could have got caught on really.
No.
Okay, so I'm like, dude, I don't know, like he wasn't planning a fight, but weird. I kind of look at. Are there any like doors nearby or anything?
Yeah, you find yourself in one like a straight hallway with various wooden doors on either side.
Okay.
That lay deeper into the complex.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know how far I want to go in, but I might like, kind of like, is it? But it's like there's no other like guests up on this floor.
No, it seems to be, at least this hallway seems to be empty.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to like.
You do see
Let's
on the
go
other
poke
side?
about. It's not like we're
Yeah.
going to get in more trouble with the law than we already are.
Exactly right, exactly. Okay, so we go nosing around. I'm trying to basically, do I see any more scraps of cloth? I played video games before. Where does this lead?
You don't see. Roll me investigation.
Oh, this time you're definitely helping, right, my friend?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you even doing it, my friend.
Maybe I'm even doing it.
Aiding so well, you're taking
Thank you
charge.
so much.
Ew,
It's not terrible.
it's not good.
Nope, it's not good.
Yeah. You don't see any more fabrics of cloth. You do see, and it's a bit obvious. You see a few, like against like the light stone floor. You see droplets of blood.
Oh fuck, man.
Like they are. It's a thin trail, so whatever caused it or wherever it originated from, it has been moving, and
it's fresh.
it's fresh. Yeah, like it's still
Okay, so yeah, I point. Look, someone spilled some wine here. Oh shit! I think it might be blood.
Oh, you want me to find out? I don't know. Like, oh shit, you right, man. All right. Follow it, Raven. Follow it.
Yeah, no, you
Go, boy, go.
it's not too hard to a door that is still slightly open, but otherwise dark inside.
I give it a little peek inside, but I don't care. It's dark. I have dark vision.
You have dark vision, okay? Yeah, you see a body lying motionless on the ground.
Oh fuck! Shit, man! There's a fucking body. I can't open the door and like rush in and like what the fuck?
I'm like a couple of steps behind, a little more cautious, waiting for the guy with the big axe just inside the door. You know.
He'll miss.
Okay, yeah, you head in, and with the light behind you, you see, even without dark vision, you can see the body of Three Strings, unconscious on the ground. His jacket and shirt underneath are ripped open, and you see like clearly a wound in his side, but he still has a hand on like what appears to be like a Swift like makeshift bandage, and but he's currently passed out.
But he's alive. And he looks stable and
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still breathing. Yeah.
I'll hand to as you Max is like going over the 3 strings. I'll like hand you the last potion of healing I have on my character sheet. And like as I sort of like hand that to you, sort of look around to see if I can determine where, if not the door we just came through, anyone like else might have gone.
Yeah.
Like if there's like an open window or like a fireplace, or I know that trick.
No, the room you are in appears to be like a very small private library, but no one's there, and then don't appear to be any other exits.
Okay, I look for the book that makes the hidden thing go. You know.
I'll immediately give him a potion as soon as he like handed me the jacket, and while he's like looking.
Yeah, you kneel down and feed him a potion, and moments later, his eyes flutter open. Oh, fuck me. Really not having the best of times the past couple of days.
I kind of like stand up and offer my hand to like have him to his feet. It's like, what happened, man?
Thanks, man. Well,
Guess you found him.
yeah, I was. What if? Oh, it's you guys. Well, it's not much of a cover anyway.
Yeah, I know I probably should have came up by myself, but I was a bit scared if it should have gone real bad not to have a little backup.
Just because both of my bosses are here, and I don't want them to yell at me. Can we just for the sake of it, have this conversation mano a mano?
Sure.
I found the secret door.
Leave it
right
up
now,
to your
right?
responsibility to share the rest, but it's kind of how this whole thing works.
Do you mind, Raven?
Yeah, I'll go step outside and see if I can find any more clues.
Cheers, man.
I close the door behind me. Is 3 strings human?
Yep. Oh, no. Fuck is human.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
it's
well,
you.
whatever. I'll like, assuming there's like some kind of light source or unlit light source somewhere in the room, like a lamp or something. I'll just like prestidigitation it to be lit so they got some light in there. And then, yeah, fuck, I found out. And then close the door behind me.
Roll me an investigation check if you're looking for other trails.
Sure.
Normally, yeah, just straight up. Okay, nice, 21.
Better without Max.
That was one of you
But in
back.
the meantime, as you're looking for clues, Three Strings says in a low voice, "Well, I was going around this thing, and he's still wearing the medallion. It hasn't been taken off him. It doesn't have too many uses. So, I was being careful on who I locked down, so to say. And I saw this guy. I don't know. I couldn't catch a face, but he was definitely male. Sneak up here, and that's pretty suspicious. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man. You did it. I'm a suspicious guy.
Right? I mean, the fact that nobody's even looking. Whatever. So I decided to follow him because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Apparently, he knew I was coming. I thought I was, being pretty quiet, but he got the jump on me. Just stabbed a knife in my gut.
I hate what happens, yeah.
Started to drag me. I mean, I'm glad you. I mean, I hope you saw my my last signal.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was on purpose or part of the fight, but yeah. That's what...
Yeah, I mean, it's all I could do before I was dragged away. It was fucking surprisingly strong, man. Anyway, Next thing I know, I'm lying on my back here with a very leaky hole in my gut.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I could do to try and keep myself alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's good you managed that. And you never sort of got a look at his, no, I guess not face, but what he was wearing? Anything about him?
Not really. I mean, he was wearing green, but that doesn't really narrow it down tonight.
Fuck.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah, bad.
yeah, he's still heavily breathing, and he
Well,
sits down on like a simple wooden chair.
I think people were starting to worry if you'd where you gone to, but it looks like I'll maybe be able to take over the rest of the night if you're not feeling too good.
Right. I mean, definitely not gonna be able to show myself like this.
Nah,
Man's down to his last string.
It's tied to. Man, should have said that in the room. But maybe I'll just take a back entrance tonight. Look, I know you're only a recruit, but this gig seems pretty important. I know. Can you? You think you're up to taking this thing and
Sure, man.
find out if you need any more deets?
What's good after? I could stab, whatever.
Ask Mertz, ask Romalia. They might know more.
Vermalia. Fucci.
Yeah, man, she's the one hosting this gig.
Oh yeah. I could call her name. A lot of people.
No more place to tell. No more place to tell.
Okay, but she's top us. Sweet.
You didn't hear from me.
But she's also Emerald Enclave, huh? Cool, man.
She's not. No, she's just using this place for the.
Yeah. Dude, cool.
Yeah, she's not really the tree loving type. I don't think.
But she's the one hosting a charity ball for them.
Yeah, I don't know what reason.
Oh,
Seems
yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah.
Maybe the whole figuring out if there's a spot. I don't know.
Alright, but sure, yeah, I'm looking for shady people. Okay. You reckon they'll still be here though? No fucking way, right?
I don't know, man.
Alright.
At
Wait, but
least give it a shot.
Do you know what they're here for, or that's something I should be asking Mud?
All I heard is we have reason to suspect that there's an infiltrator. I wouldn't know why. Maybe they're after the whole pot of donations. Although I doubt it.
Bit of boring seem to be after. But yeah, okay, yeah, I'll keep my eye out for any suspicious individuals, but I'm not sure if I'll bet you out and play, so not sure what to do about that.
Fuck. I mean, do you have any more healing?
I kind of look him up and down. I guess I was hoping to say this when we get stabbed, but I guess I'll be dead by then anyway. All right. How is he looking anymore? How well is he still looking?
How much is he healing for?
7.
7. He's still extremely pale, and he seems to have lost a lot of blood. The magical healing got him back to consciousness, but otherwise he's still.
I'll give him a little first level healing word.
Okay.
Healing word.
Roll.
You don't have.
No, there's 7.
Oh, that's right. You just have healing word, right?
I don't get access to that many spells.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's still looking weak, but look a little bit better. And he says, "Oh well, thanks, man. Maybe with this I can pretend I drank something foul or something.
Yeah, man.
Food sickness."
I kind of think. His clothing's like a little ripped, but it's not too bad, or is it kind of bad?
He's buttoning the shirt again. Like one of the coattails of the jacket is ripped off, but other than that, it seems in all right condition.
Alright, you can do it, man. And your secret mission safe with me.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Alright. Let's get you downstairs. Open the door and we get out, I guess.
Yeah, he's hobbling. Well, he's just hiding the hobble. And Raven, in the meantime, you are searching around. It's hard because other than the blood and the other clues you found, doesn't seem to be much of a trail here. Like it's
Sure.
hard. Cold
Yeah, I'm
and
more
then it's-
analysing where, like, okay, I came out of this room, I didn't want to go back down the main stairs, where, like, might have, or like that sort of thing. Like, I'm just trying to guess where someone who, like,
Mind of the kill.
I just stabbed someone, where, like, what are my options here, sort of investigation, like.
Okay. Let's see. Well, from the hallway, it seems clear there's not an immediate other way out of this building. There's probably, if you go down different rooms and if you know your way around, you can probably find a back door. But you think it's more likely that they went back downstairs?
Okay.
Because all the other doors are still like closed.
Okay. Going downstairs, they would have had to go past the scrap of cloth that three strings left out, right?
These stairs, they're on either side of the room.
Okay.
So- but yeah, it's very possible that they went past it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. I just wait. I poke about a little bit and wait for Max to come out.
Yeah, after like a minute and a half, you see both him and three strings come out.
I just say I poked around a little bit, but there's not anywhere anyone obviously would have gone. They're either hiding in one of these rooms around here, or they've gone downstairs and slipped back into the party.
Yeah. Well, let's keep an eye out. See if there's anyone acting more shady than us here.
What did you What did he look like again? Three strings.
Well, I mean, I didn't catch a good look. I
But, like-
tried, but
You're sure male?
he was definitely. I mean, although if he wasn't male, then they were on something at least. They were,
Last of Us 2 argument.
They were large, big build.
well, a bit, but not like murder or anything. Not like.
Sure.
Not a fat ass, Scotty.
Like
What were they wearing?
A green shirt, like pretty. That's something I can say. They weren't wearing any crazy masks or accessories. They were in green, but other than that, they were simply clothed.
Alright. And, taller than you?
Yeah, but then again, I'm pretty short, so most people are.
Alright, taller than Raven?
I had to guess, maybe
I'm not
around
that tall.
the same.
Alright, just roughly.
You're yeah. Sorry, what height are you? Really?
I'm like 5'9". I'm not like that tall really at all.
Yeah, maybe a few inches taller.
A few inches. Like
Oh,
3.
thanks, man.
Alright, well, yeah, keep an eye open. But yeah, you go down, play. I kept them all warmed up for you, you know.
Yeah.
You got
Pretty
it.
good, that's good.
You got it. Alright. You've been wandering around, so he like heads down.
Yeah, he starts heading down.
I turn to Raven, I'm like, I don't suppose during your wanderings you've seen any suspicious fucks, have you?
I like kind of cast my mind back. I don't know, man. I wasn't really keeping an eye out. I was chatting with Althalos.
Dude, he is pretty suspicious, you right about that?
We look, three strings said he followed put someone up here, right? If we
Yeah.
can, if we look around, maybe poke our noses into a couple of rooms. If we don't find them, we might find
with it.
signs of whatever. Yeah, exactly, whatever they were up to.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
Alright, we
Okay.
investigate some rooms up here too.
Yeah, you try some doors. Most of them are locked.
Mm-hmm.
You do find yourself in a broom closet,
All together.
Okay.
and and one of the other doors leads to a pantry of some kind. But other than that, the doors are
Sure.
closed.
I guess maybe there's a chance he realized you were being or he saw street things looking for someone and lured him up, or
That could be it.
he could also obviously have just picked the lock to one of these fucking doors.
Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't have had the skill to relock it behind him afterwards.
Yeah, especially if he just shanked
Was
it
in a
out.
rush. Okay.
Right. Yeah, maybe. Of course, it could also be he was interested in the library.
Yeah, it could have been something in there. Let's go look in the library again then.
Yeah.
Go check around, see if there's anything, I don't know, like an obvious missing book has been, and I look at volumes 1, 2, and 3 on the other side to figure out what volume was taken,
Right.
I do actually look for I don't know if I've just got prejudice against bookshelves, but I definitely do look for signs of a hidden, revolving bookshelf or something.
Yeah, you search around this private library. These bookshelves. A common theme, as opposed to nature related or history or anything. Most of these books seem to be the story kinds, like adventurous and even transcriptions of plays and yeah. And roll me investigation, see if you find anything else.
Helping Raven out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, you do a really thorough search. Let's see. No, nothing strikes you out of interest. Appears to be, from what you can tell, it appears to be a pretty quick in and out. Nothing else seems to be disturbed.
Sure. Okay, so I guess he maybe was just luring Three Strings up here, cottoned onto him sooner rather than later.
It's a bit scary if it's now my job to look after him, but hey, if I go missing for more a good couple minutes, maybe come search this room again.
Well, let's maybe go back outside and or back downstairs and search the party for anybody who fits the vague description we've got. I've got some magic that would let me peer a little bit into the mind of a suspect that we had without them noticing. Just see what they were thinking about. That might confirm or deny someone's guilt to us, but it would only last a minute or so. So we'd have to be sure who we wanted to test before I were to use it.
Do you know how that works, man? I think that's what's Three Strings gave me this little talisman. I think he said that's what it does as well.
Oh.
Using
Well, in that case, you should do it, and I'll save the slot for something more versatile later.
Point somebody and press on the button. You think, or how does it work?
I mean, I know how the spell works, Jacko. Can I make an educated guess as to how the amulet works? Does it seem
Well, yeah, roll Arcana.
Sure.
It's probably not quite the same. But...
Yeah.
Maybe it's a common.
Ooh, a decent Arcana.
If you use a magic item, you just use the spell as you're familiar with it. So for the duration, I believe it's a minute, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures.
And you can do the whole thing where you could spend an action to try and mind read them, but then they would know.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I say this magic this amulet reproduces the spell exactly. For a minute, you'd be able to peer into the surface thoughts of any creature you focused on for a few seconds, an action. And if you found something of interest, you could focus more intently in an attempt to pry information from them that they weren't necessarily considering at the time. But they would, they would certainly feel something and be aware of a mental effect on them. And if they were familiar with the spell, they would almost certainly deduce immediately what was happening. And of course, if they are competent and their will is strong, they could resist your efforts to pry. But as far as I know, they have no method of shielding their surface thoughts.
Useful shit, alright. Cool. Well, let's go find a likely looking subject.
Alright.
Okay, I begin searching the park.
Okay. Describe to me how you're searching what kind of things are you looking out for?
I'm being quite like chatty in general, like how Max is generally pretty chatty. Like going up to groups, especially like if there's any groups of people where like I don't recognize any of them, or like any of them kind of fit the description, I'll kind of insert myself in the conversation, have like chat with them until I basically get the like a feel for the people, and then if I decide they seem pretty chill, I'll just like move on.
Okay. Well, Max is like asking questions. I'm kind of like I hang back a little bit. I'm more like sort of scanning the crowds, keeping an eye out, visually, mostly looking for anyone, a little larger guy, in a green shirt because that was specified, and like specifically anybody who's like maybe on their own or acting or moving with purpose, kind of like we were earlier, rather than just sort of bumbling around the party.
Oh, and Nozenjaku, if I walk past close or nearby the Castellantas, I won't actually have a chat with them.
Okay. Yeah.
You notice that Mr. Castellanter is large and wearing a green shirt.
There you go. What you gotta do?
Sorry, Raven. I was zoned out or doing something else.
Yeah.
What was the steps you were taking?
So just mostly like while Max is doing the talking, I'm just kind of hanging back and like visually scanning, just looking for basically anyone who fits the build, what they're wearing, and also like acting suspiciously in the sense that maybe they're alone rather than talking to anyone. Maybe they're sort of like moving with too much purpose, kind of like we were when we were heading over here, rather than just sort of ambling around gently. Maybe they don't have a drink, that sort of thing.
Cool. Yeah.
Have a drink. Have you never seen James Bond?
Shaken, not sure. You go around. Max, you meet various people with differing attire and costumes. You see one half elf that has put on the wings of a sylph. You see a male human that is like going around as a like with the spikes of a fairy dragon. Most of these costumes appear to be like based on creatures of the Feywild. You see also one human man that like has grown out his beard and his hair to be as wild as possible, and then has
Hagrid.
Yeah, he's a bit.
I forgot I had this Sato mask. I need to put it on my character sheet.
Yeah. Okay. And you're just asking.
I'm just being
standard-
charming. Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll bring to the party. As
roll me an investigation check. You can use your persuasion or like your charisma modifier for it.
Oh baby. So my charisma modifier on a investigation. So
And then meantime,
three higher than this tracker.
Raven, roll a perception.
25.
I'm so charming.
And I got perception. Nope.
You're so perceptive, my friend.
It's a busy party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, first of all, the first few people you talk to, not really much of interest. Most of them appear to be enthralled by the play at this point as it's reaching its climax. You do also bump into the Castellantas who have taken a table by themselves and appear to be chatting. And Victorio puts up a hand and waves you over.
Yeah, I do. I want to talk to him, so I'll definitely go over.
Either, Max. It is surprising to see you here.
It's good to see you two. I wasn't expecting it either, but a pleasant surprise. How are you?
This is purely entertainment, not business, I hope.
Yeah, definitely was my reason for coming.
That's good.
I must say, there has been some, I can't go into too much detail, but some promising progress in the task you gave us. I obviously can't, give any, I don't want to give too much detail, just not to get you too much involved, and I obviously can't guarantee anything yet, but it is looking more promising than it was before.
I know I could trust you. You are talented beyond your own
Yes, very kind, but
imagination.
so there is perhaps something you may be able to help us out with slightly. You have much influence in the city, and during part of our investigations into this matter, we appear to have gotten quite badly on the wrong side of the Grauhans, if you're familiar with them. We believe they were...
I am quite familiar.
Yeah, they...
What is he called? Orand.
Exactly.
He's sidling up against me in dinners and trying to gain my favor like a fool.
Well,
Not so easily swayed.
it's too much detail about what happened to them either, simply for your... I think it'd be better for you, but let's just say they, I guess, got in the way of part of the investigation to the task you gave us, and, well, to put it briefly, they have forwarded us to the guard, and it looks like if things go badly, we may be in some legal trouble, and I don't want to presume too much, but I know your word in the city is strong, and if you have any influence you could exert, it might help us finish the task you gave us more promptly.
Of course. I mean, when I came to you for help, I did say that if there's anything I could do, I would try my hardest. There is much at stake here for us. And he kind of puts a hand on his wife's shoulder. I will see what I can do.
That is all I can ask.
Of course.
My companions would be delighted to hear it, but I will leave you a pleasant evening.
Have you, before you go, have you tried this werewolf blood?
I have not. I've only sampled the elderflower delight berry. I forget what that's called. Delight?
Elderberry Delight?
Elderberry delight. Someone thank you. I'm not always listening in over my shoulder. It's starting to be a little but yes, elderberry delight.
With a shoulder leaning against the wall.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, thank you, Jed. But no, I'll be like, no, but I'll make sure to order it next. It sounds...
That reminds me of the play that we recently watched of your father's.
Interesting.
Somewhere in a similar regard. Not much like this one, I will admit.
No, I'll make sure to sample it next.
Do that. And give your best again to your parents.
Of course I will. Have a pleasant evening, and I stand up and continue my investigating the crowd.
Okay. In the meantime, Raven, you are looking around, seeing for people that are. Oh, wow, that's yeah, good. Looking for people that stand out either by fitting the description or being lonesome. And you do see various people that are mostly either they've separated from their group or they came here alone. You see Altalos like in the table next to the one that Mordai is sitting at. Really successfully flirting with the female tieflings, I must say. Mordai, I'm assuming you're like leaning over at this point. You're pulling out
all the moves.
I give him a good wink when I'm walking around, past Sam. As Blue Dragon really got you, huh?
And one catches your eye. It is a dark-skinned man in a simple green like shirt and pants combination. They have a clear sense, similar to Altalos, of like shyness almost, but he's also paying a lot of attention to the other guests. Like he's going with his attention from group to group, which kind of seems suspicious.
Yeah.
If you say green shirt and pants, my mind instantly imagines Peter Pan.
Yeah, exactly. I say to Max, did the three strings indicate how many uses that thing has?
He said multiple, but he didn't give me a number.
Alright, well as long as we've got more than one, we might want to check out that guy over there. And I gesture to him as he's paying attention to another group of people.
Alright. I kind of, I don't know how close I have to be, kind of within 30 feet-ish, but that's no spells have shorter range than that. So, kind of mosey on over, so I'm like,
yeah, within 30 feet of you is correct, actually.
Okay.
And then
you attempt to use Ramadan.
I hope that three strings wasn't lying. They said multiple, and he would have told me if he used some. It was like, he was like one left. I hope he would be like, there's only one.
Yeah, I just give Max a word of warning, and, just don't be careful not to focus too hard and attempt to pry your way into his mind. He'll certainly notice as soon as you do.
Okay.
Yeah, as you use the medallion, you feel the sense of thoughts invading your mind. Like it's hard because like it's pretty like busy around you, but you hone in on this individual that is a bit removed from the rest, and as you do, you see he is holding a drink, and in his inattention appears to have spilled some on his own shirt, and he's like frustratedly like looking down and like trying to clean it, and yeah, you get a surface thought from, oh, why did I do this? Why am I still even here? It's...
Okay. Really quickly, Flo, I think you said it would last like a minute, right?
Yeah, you got a full minute.
I get like an action to be focused anywhere else. So
Yeah.
really quick, next turn, I guess, not really initiative, but I'm trying to do it quite fast.
Mhm.
I'll kind of go over to him and I'll just be like, walk the rest of 30 feet with my movement or whatever. And then
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
be like, oh, my friend, are you okay? And, so you seem to have spilled slightly. If you want to, I'd be happy to get you a new drink. I kind of offer him my hand. I'm just being a nice, friendly guy. It's Max Voltage. A pleasure to meet you.
He's leaning back a bit, but he does give you a hand, and you feel that his hand is strong and calloused, probably like a worker of some kind.
Or a murderer.
A worker of some kind.
Yep.
And yeah, he's got like brown hair that is combed backwards.
Mhm.
I believe, and he has a bit of a widow's peak. Is that what you call it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's where you got the Vegeta look, where it's like your hair's receding up here and here.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I was planning on leaving soon, anyways.
Okay, so do I get to know what his source like as I like talk to him? It's like a live broadcast.
Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. It says the spell even specifically says it's particularly useful for an interrogation.
Okay.
Because conversation can naturally shape the way in which someone's thinking.
Okay. So and is he?
Yeah, and then you got a thought enters the mind of who is this? Do I know him?
It's like, oh, it's quite early. You have no friends here? I kind of look around.
No, not really. I came here with my sister, but don't know where she's gone off to. This is my first event party in years.
And all this stuff, little thoughts seem to like make that seem like reasonable.
You got another surface thought like, this conversation is a waste of time. I should leave.
Wow, harsh. Okay. I kind of shrug. It's like, very well. Well,
After they've been talking for like 15 or 20 seconds, Jacko, I want to like go up to Max. I'll sort of put a hand to this person, and say, "Excuse me, sorry," and then I'll like in a sort of stage whisper, like as if I kind of want only Max to hear, but like loud enough to hopefully carry to this person. I'll say, "There's been a body found upstairs. Someone's dead. We need to go deal with it now."
my God.
And I turn and like as if I'm heading off, and like leave you to hopefully pull something from his mind on that.
Silent with wide eyes and a believable expression, but you do get the thought like immediately, Max, saying they found it already. How?
And I just like hustle off into the crowd, like as you know.
Yeah. I'm like, I kind of call out fast, like, wait, Raven, I will come with you, and I, like run over, but
Okay. Yeah, I'm expecting Max to kind of catch up and fill me in, and I was like, I'm making like we're sort of hustling away, but I don't actually want to get too desperately far away from this.
Just like catch up with you, I'm like, it's him. Keep going, but
Okay. Yeah. So like now I guess we want to get sort of lost in the crowd and then double back to keep an eye.
yeah,
on.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So you move away and still paying attention. And Jet, you're trailing. You see that this man, and after the conversation, starts pushing through the crowd towards the exit, towards the outside of the area of the party.
Yeah, like Jet would definitely like seeing them do this raid with him, even though he doesn't really know why they're doing it.
Mhm.
He would keep an eye, like mostly on Raven and Max, but like he would definitely have noticed that the other one start rushing away.
Yeah, he's not like running or anything, but
Yeah, but
with
Leaving.
step, yeah, he's leaving.
Then Jet would like probably just turn around and start following him instead.
Yeah. So, we're kind of lost in crowd and go
Yeah.
back. Do we catch sight of him again?
Yeah, like outside, like he's now at the exit, and outside is a little bit more spread out and more room, so it's pretty easy to spot him. He appears to be going straight for the exit.
Okay. As we're walking, as we're following him, do I see Mert anywhere nearby or anything like that?
Yeah, you see Mert now having a bit of a shouting match. It seems like with one of the government officials.
Okay.
And you also see Ramalia Haventree at the entrance. She seems to be bored, leaning against the gate and having a conversation with Falbranch.
Is it entrance/exit?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy's also heading that way. Okay, perfect. So as we're following him, as soon as we're kind of passing her, I'll quickly walk over to her and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. You may not really understand this, but I'm helping Free Strings. We've located the intruder."
Are you now?
Yeah, but he's leaving now. I don't know how you want to act.
All right. Well, who is it? Let's confront this individual.
I kind of is he still within sight, in a distance? I kind of point him out.
Okay. Yeah, he's she's almost next to the entrance, so this individual's now coming up. You guys rushed past almost.
Yeah, when we figured out what he was doing, we hustled up to Ramalia.
Yeah, and Ramalia gives a bit of a nod towards Falbranch, who takes off his simple mask and actually cracks his knuckles. He appears to be pretty buff.
Dirty work this time.
But Ramalia stands in the middle of the open gate and says, "Well. Now, a little birdie has told me you're not supposed to be here."
I take up a position behind him. Not immediately adjacent behind, but sort of 10 feet back or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, spread the net.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Jet is a bit behind Raven as well.
Just in case Raven tries to escape.
Cool. And she continues saying, "Now, I believe the gig is up. You might as well show us who you really are." And the man, with the hunch, stares at her for a few seconds, then straightens up completely, and starts clapping. And then snaps his finger, and you see an elf standing there,
Not an elf.
An elf, and I can give you a handout.
Oh, baby.
Do I recognize this as a disguise self spell? Change it, or something more?
Yeah, an illusion seems to
Sure.
Raven, you love it.
to disappear, to wash over him. And this elf is dressed magnificently. He has gray skin, you believe him to be a drow. He's wearing
I want a fancy hat, Jacko.
hat that you're familiar with, Max. And he has a purple coat, golden bracers, and a golden rapier next to his side.
He's wearing my outfit. But you said he has a hat I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I'll show you in a second. But first, he says, "Well, surprising indeed. I must commend you. Normally, I'm not so easily spotted. Well, let me introduce myself. I am Jarlaxle Brain."
Do we know that name, Raven?
Yeah, hang on. Have we heard Jarlax? I feel like we have.
Bane.
Sounds all familiar.
It does.
I'm
not sure.
Maybe not.
Maybe it's just some.
All these weird names sound the same to me.
Jarl Axel, my favorite Skyrim character.
Oh man, that is quite the outfit. Oh.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Oh, I want that rapier.
Dude, I want that rapier. We can't vote for the rapier.
I use the rapier.
I recognize it is the same as the other drow hat I took.
Yeah, it's like almost exactly the same.
Man, so
And,
Drow had this whole time. God.
and he
Oh,
says,
yeah. Yes, like fucking the boots. They're like cowboy boots.
Oh, spurs and everything. Yeah.
yeah,
Fancy.
he's very flamboyant. And he says, well, again, I must commend you on finding me. Unfortunately, I cannot stay long. I know how these things tend to go. Romalia, thank you for the wonderful party, and I must now depart. And he starts casting a spell. And if you don't have any...
I knew I should have took counterspell.
Counterspell, mate.
Don't have any third level spells left anyway.
Okay, well,
I got nothing.
I will start walking towards him if he starts casting a spell.
okay.
I don't know how to spell.
Both you and Raven are within 30 feet, so you could like rush up to him.
Yeah.
But as you,
Yeah, I do. I like start running forwards as like he's casting, but
yeah, like a complete cloud of like darkness spreads over you, and
More die! More die! It's
everything is dark side of it.
But I still got what he last was, Jacob.
Okay, yeah. Let's quickly roll some initiative just to see how.
It's really dark here.
sure. I don't. We don't have tokens, so it's going to be.
Yeah, just
Should we? I can just push this, but without
Yeah,
a
that's
token
a-
selected, I only get a 10. So you're gonna have to
Do you
like
want me
add
to roll
turns
too?
manually on the.
Or am I too far to do anything?
now we can just like go down the turn order, see what happens and when.
Sure.
So 10, 15.
Oh wait.
I mean, Raven last. Oh, sorry, Mordai last. I heard you guys. You were still inside.
Yeah.
Well, this is still inside, right? It's just by a gate.
Well, it's in the garden next to the outside gate.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Ooh, that initiative.
Ooh, he's so fast.
I'll roll this public. Sure, why not? Never.
Strikes you for a 40-10 plus 20.
42 plus 20. That's plus 24 to initiative, so just it goes first, whatever happens.
Wait, where's the button? There it is.
11.
Oh,
Haha.
only 11.
What a scrub.
What a scrub. Only plus 6. Okay, so that means Max, you go first. So yeah, you're into the darkness, and you, like, just with your hands, you kind of remember where he was, how far he was away from you, but you don't get an immediate sense of touch. He moved.
Okay. Can I roll to know what spell what spell that was? It was just like a normal darkness spell, or if it's something like more complicated.
Yeah, roll Arcana.
He has seen the darkness spell before, so.
13.
Yeah, that's enough. Good shout with the familiarity. Yeah, you recognize this as a darkness spell that the other drow cast.
Okay.
Seem to be instinctive to them.
Okay. So I would like to. I would like to cast Color Spray, located basically on top of me. And it says you need to be able to see it, so I'm pretty sure if they're able to see in the darkness, then they're going to be affected by it, but no one else is. It's in the darkness.
Oh
Okay.
shit, that's actually smart. I've never thought of that as a use for color spray.
Only one. So yeah, so I will
That's-
cast Color Spray basically just like boom where I am.
Next
Smart.
level.
Yeah. So if he's within it's a 30-foot cube. So if he's basically within a 30-foot cube of like, I guess I'll catch like direct.
And what's saving throw on that?
Wisdom saving throw.
I will roll that secret. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's fair.
but I don't think we even know if he gets hit by it.
Yeah.
We also, oh, it's interesting. If you're incapacitated, just curious, and if not concentration, concentration still happens when you're incapacitated or not? Do you think?
No, it can't, right? Because you can't do shit while
You can't take actions or reactions.
That wasn't secret, Jacko.
That wasn't secret, but he failed.
Yeah, he failed. What happens?
Well, that's the thing. Incapacitated means you can't take actions or reactions, and it's speed at 0. So you effectively can't do anything. But concentration isn't an action or reaction, so I'm pretty sure the darkness stays.
Yeah, I think you only get your concentration broken if you're strictly unconscious.
Yeah, but as I like have to spell cool out, like I don't know. I tried to stop him, but I don't know if he's still here or not. Someone help me. But yeah, that's like my turn.
Okay. And then we go down to Mordai. You heard some raised voices, and you then heard the darkness fell and saw it as you leaned out because you were quite close to the exit.
Just so you see it, Jack.
Just so you see it, this blank nothingness.
Yeah, like nothing.
What?
I spell
I
card
see
my
it,
friend.
for description only. Hypnotic pattern. I see the whole thing.
I see nothing.
What? You guys?
I
It just
see it
says
again.
max voltage.
I
Weird.
see it again.
Where does Tom see it?
I see it as well.
What? You guys suck.
That's bizarre.
That proves that
Uh,
mine and Podcheck's internet is superior.
It's true.
I would Jack, there you go.
Oh, there it is. Now he's pasted it, I can see it.
I mean, it for a moment then vanishes, so it's gone now anyway. But the effect lasts, obviously.
So I think I hear
What do I have this really dark?
darkness. So how far away would you say I am?
About 45 feet from the edge of the darkness.
Then you can say straight through it, right? It's like 120 feet you can see through
Can you
magical
see through
dark.
magical darkness?
I can see through anything.
You got the
So I
devil's
just,
sight,
just don't
Malarkey.
see anything wrong there. Huh?
Oh, you see a fucking like guy standing probably in the middle.
You see Max standing like almost in the middle of it, like trying to reach around with a loot in one hand, I guess. And you see like about 10 feet or like 15 feet further, this man.
How like generally crowded is it? The place or like just
Like around the garden, there's about 20 people.
or like people between me and the stuff happening.
There's like one group of people that would be like in your way, I guess, if that's what you're wondering about.
Okay, sure. Okay, so I'm just like, excuse me for a second. I think my friends need my assistance. That's kind of just like,
Guy, just come save us.
yeah, I'll come over there and roll below 10. No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, so I start moving. I started moving over there. Just
Sure. Yeah. Once you get close,
how far away did you say it was? And just in feet.
45 feet from the edge of the darkness and 60 feet away from this man that is like the only one. Well, okay. So you see Max, and then you see this ostentatious individual that appears to be Drow, and then a little past him you see a high elf with golden hair, and like that's the host of the party, and another half elf standing next to her.
Okay.
They're standing next to the gate.
So I just like weave my way past the people with my normal. It's just like on the way. I just like. Oh, shit! How big is the darkness?
I believe 20-foot radius, same area as Fireball.
Yeah. So once I get into the like close to it, I'll just like summon my sword as well.
Talking other people's turn, right?
And
Yeah, sure. Francis.
what's happening over here?
See, I'm like,
Over here.
What I
15-foot radius.
You can see in this shit, right? Is there a
Oh yeah,
in here?
he's still there. Yeah, see him.
All right, don't touch him or anything. I think I got him like stunned or some shit, but he tried to escape, man.
Sure.
He's evil.
I mean, he's a
Yeah, on
child.
second
but
notice, you see he's like completely like almost like motionless.
Yeah.
I think it worked. Yeah.
Dude, okay, Mordai. Well, I guess you're the only one who can see this shit. Okay, we still have initiative or like?
Yeah.
I would
Um,
say so.
So next.
So we
to
want-
Nora, Jets.
My turn.
Yeah. You
And I heard them speaking, so I have also seen this darkness before. So I'm going to, because you said I said I moved towards them. So I'll back out, so I'll walk out of the darkness.
Mhm.
And then I'll circle around the darkness towards the entrance.
Circle around broad darkness towards the entrance. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like what is it, clockwise around.
Sure. Yeah. How much movement do you have?
I have a total of 80 movement without
Okay,
dashing.
Sure, you're good. You're good. Cool.
We're getting insane, man. That's
Monks, baby. Monk rogue. baby.
fucking monks.
Okay.
So I'll move quickly, but not like super fast.
Sure. Yeah. And then you see both Ramalia and Falbranch, like they're on the edge of the darkness, so they can't really see into it. You see, they seem to be preparing. Falbranch has pulled out his staff at this point that he kept near, and they appear to be preparing for like if something tries to escape out of it.
One of you wouldn't be able to dispel darkness, would you?
Ramalia gives a glance at Falbranch. You're a druid, aren't you? Oh yeah, isn't that much?
Some shit.
More of the animal kind of druid. Not today, I'm afraid. But we'll get him. And he's readying himself. And yeah, at this point, Raven, it is your turn.
Yeah, so like similarly to Jack, I was rushing forwards, and then I heard the conversation between Max and Mordai as Mordai, rushed on over. So I'll move like as best I can. I mean, once I get to the darkness, I'll obviously slow down and start like feeling my way through it. But I want to like gently feel my way around and see if I can just discover through, through interpretive guessing. It's like I assume like whichever direction they tried to go in, it wasn't back into the party. So on probably the far side of the darkness from me. So that's my assumption I'm working with, is to try and like.
You know where he is, and you still have other senses other than your sight. So I'll give you a perception check.
Okay.
It's probably been a thing, but it's like seek in 5e. Is that even a thing in 5e?
Maybe. Who can say? Nope. Oh man, the perceptions are not with me today.
No, you are going in a direction, but then you think you're probably too far. Backtrack, but still no. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If I think I've lost, if I don't have my perfect bearings, I'll just like keep moving through then until I hopefully come out like the other side of the darkness, so I can turn around next time potentially and like have sort of reorient myself and try again.
Sure. You also gather around the group.
Yeah.
Around the gates.
I say he's in there somewhere. I can smell him.
You see, at this point, who's still outside of the darkness but not at the gates? Mordai.
He's the only one who would have vision of anything on the other side of the dark. I think Jess and I are both over there. Max is in the darkness, so.
Yeah, Mordai, you see, most of the people are backing off of whatever's happening, like at this side of the garden. But you see one half-elf that is dressed in the outfit of the Enclave start like rushing into the darkness, and he's also he appears to like not be able to see as well, but he's also looking for something. Yeah, and he like his ears twitch, and he managed to like. He turns around and then like bumps into Jarlaxle, the drow, and then like starts shaking him awake.
What?
And you see Jarlaxle like come out of his stupor.
Whoa.
And yeah, you hear like muted conversation between the two.
Whoa! Another guy ran in.
What? Why is this
Another guy ran. He's helping.
But he wait. That was at initiative that. And Jarlaxle had initiative 11. Yeah, so he would skip his turn. And we're gonna go back to Max. It's your turn.
Okay, so another guy like ran in.
Yeah, like well, you didn't see.
Well, but I heard the conversation, right?
Yeah, you heard like muted conversation, but then it's in a like guttural language that you don't.
Yeah, but like no roughly who they are.
But you yeah, probably uncommon.
Okay, but I do know roughly where they are.
Yeah, like about 15 feet south of you.
Okay.
Pinpoint completely.
I'm like, get this fucking shitty dog out of here, and I want to cast like Shadow, my last fucking spell, so basically just like centered where I hear the noise and come from.
Okay, yeah, roll that damage and I'll roll some saving throws. This time, hopefully, I will roll it secretly.
30.
I put it on whisper toggle instead of always whisper.
Oops.
And it's a con save, gotcha.
And I'll be like, Mordai, fuck you. I'm like, Mordai, kill that fucking drow. I want to see it again.
Right. Does he have anything? Oh shit.
It feels like
Oh, it's too late now, but he had advantages against being charmed.
Well, it doesn't matter. He was
Failed
still
anyway.
failed.
But anyway, cool.
Fucking elves.
Yeah, he appears to like shrug off most of the
Got that
effects, and the
cheeky-
other guy also succeeds, so he takes
they still get
both
concentration,
7.
concentration checks or whatever.
Ooh, fails the concentration.
That's what I wanted. That's what I was fishing for.
But
Oh.
the darkness continues.
What? That isn't how the spell works. Drow. Stupid drow.
Yeah, but you hear like mostly like the like in a voice different from what you heard from Jarlaxle, like a grunt out in pain. Like, oh, that's a good grunt out in pain, right?
Yeah, decent.
Yeah, thank you. Do you do anything else on your turn?
I can't hear you.
I think he was
It's
just
fine.
thinking aloud.
No, I did. I'll run just like 30 feet, basically south, I guess, like in the direction, but hopefully like out of the.
Okay, yeah, like after about 25 feet, no, 20 feet. Well, yeah, 20 foot radius. Oh yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah. So at about 15 to 20 feet, you like rush out of the darkness, and you find yourself amongst this group that's collecting at the gates.
No, the other side. The other side.
Oh, the other side, like back to the yeah.
Just in case they just go back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's it.
You see at this point, like behind you, you hear like, now what in the hell is going on here? And you see Mer like bursting onto the scene.
Must be trying to get out of here.
And he says, "Oh, give me a second." And he like goes to the wall and starts going into like a backpack of some kind, or like a large
Pulls
bag.
up a flashlight.
Like full light and if only. Okay, but that's what he does. And then we're back to Morlai.
It's your time to be a hero.
So we're just killing him.
Oh yeah, baby. Or at least knocking him out.
I mean, I can at least.
Faith in you, Mordai.
Oh well, I'll try something else first. Something that they can't be shaken away from. Cast Hold Person.
Okay.
And it's not even a charm.
Oh yeah, third. It casts the third level because I'm a third level, so it casts on the guy trying to shake him awake as well.
Oh baby, they're both held.
Stand still.
That's,
It's a DC 15. 15 was yes. DC 15 failed, but just both of them. Come on.
Okay, yeah, you see the half elf that is standing next to Jarlaxle like suddenly like tense up, freezing, and like his facial expression is also frozen in horror. And but the Jarlaxle, the main draw, seems to like shake off the effects.
Talking to help her. I just run in, sort of. It's like don't move.
Why is everyone here so fucking eager to get in my face? Oh, I'll teach you a lesson yet. But first, chat, you're up.
I'll turn on the invisible lantern, the reveal.
Okay.
Visible lantern.
Yeah.
What's that even?
But that gotta be an action, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, that is an action to like reach inside and light it.
Yep. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I'll be. I'll position myself. Is the gate big enough so I can reveal the entire gate with the lantern?
If it's like, well, I don't know if it did normal darkness. Pulls are the same.
No, it doesn't work through magical darkness. It just reveals.
No,
invisible.
but magical light does illuminate darkness.
It dispels it, yeah. Like sunlight would do.
Sunlight does not, just like the regular light spell doesn't.
Invisible
spell
creature and
does not-
object.
sunlight does.
Visible. No, it just sheds normal light.
No, but I just
And
based on what it does. I mean, based on how darkness works.
Um,
Greater darkness, I think, is non-magical light, or like all non-magical light except for the.
area of light created by a spell of second level lower the spell that created the light is dispelled. Non-magical light can't illuminate it.
but I guess it's technically magical light if you can.
The light itself isn't
okay.
magical. The effect that it creates is.
And it doesn't even have to overlap the source of the light spell. If it overlaps any part of the area of the light spell, it like dispels the whole light spell just by sharing the. If like the light even tries to illuminate the darkness, it would get dispelled. If it's a magical light of second level or lower.
Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't know what like level this light is.
Nah, light cantrip no bueno, but sunlight dispels darkness.
Yeah.
Sunlight? Oh yeah, the spell sunlight. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, specifically, yeah, not just regular sunlight.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if this would count as magical light, but it's okay.
If you say it doesn't, sure. Then I'll just reveal the entrance.
You light it up and there's now emanating a beacon of light. Do you move or do you stay put?
I'll stay like in the center of the gate. So if anyone tries to go through the gate invisible, we'll be able to see them.
Cool.
I'll shout out Grander's name in Divine, like his like this secondary name.
Gather everyone.
But other than that, no.
Yeah, you see Fellbranch like suddenly his face and body twists, and his quarterstaff is incorporated into like a bear form. And he's growling and like he seems to still be ready to strike, looking at the darkness in front of him.
He's a bear. Let's go. Run in there, my friend.
Should have been a giant bat.
It's like a short sword of some kind, but seems like pretty agile and precise with it, and is ready to strike as well. Raven, now it's back to you.
I guess I'll draw my short sword if I may.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Wait, he doesn't act before me?
Oh yeah, shit. He is initiative 11, and he has an action. Yeah,
He's allowed now.
he is allowed to do something.
No.
Mordai's head just rolls out of the darkness.
Yeah, you see here, he puts a hand on the shoulder. You can't knock people out of whole person, right? They're just like paralyzed.
Yeah, they.
I think if you hit them right, they get to make a save or something.
No.
Wow, no, they just make a save at the end of the turn. Damn.
Okay, right.
Wait, so you can just auto crit someone who's whole person, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. OP.
This person's good.
Yeah, he puts a hand on the shoulder of this half elf and casts another spell, and both of them do go invisible. But I will say, even though the light doesn't penetrate the darkness, the spectral effect of the lantern does. Mordai, you can still see, like now in like almost like a ghostly form, the outlines of both these elves. And he, he's dragging. He starts dragging like the frozen body of this half elf, but like to the eastern side, to like the side wall, inside of the gate.
I was like,
and he moves about 15 feet in that direction.
opportunity though.
Yeah, Mordai, you're close enough, I would say, with your blade, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
roll to attack. Only on Jarlaxle himself.
Yeah.
But
But would he? I just wanna, if I can lawyer a little bit, would he like get that he can see him? Like, would he expect him to be able to see him?
you wouldn't have.
I've not really acted in any way that as if I can't see him, because I literally walked up to him and put a blade next to his.
No, I mean, he went
face.
invisible and then started moving.
Yeah, but like,
Like, I mean, just,
yeah, but like.
I mean, he can see his friend, right? Like, unless he has natural
that's
see
true.
invisibility,
Yeah, if you can see his friend, then yeah.
then
that
it's
makes
kind
Oh,
of.
yeah, they're both invisible.
but even
Yeah,
then,
but I meant
Yeah,
like,
the Podrick is
my-
like,
my
do they,
point was-
can they tell that they're visible to us? And like the fact that he can see his, make out the outline of his friend would probably indicate that to them, right?
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, but like you don't get it, don't get advantage, and yeah, you can see he looks back at you and gives you like a wide smile. Like he doesn't seem to be particularly worried about the situation. So I would say nice try, but not really.
this guy is insane. He's got 2 concentration. I don't want this darkness though. Well, it's probably. Oh, is it like he's powered or something? No, he's on camera.
Yeah, and then let's see, Graven, you're up.
Okay, I'll slip into a blade song since this seems to be getting serious.
Mm-hmm.
And then they haven't come out of the darkness, right? Or have they?
No, not quite. They're like close to the end of it.
Okay. Okay. So I've got like a bear. I've got Romalia. Like everyone's sort of here. So I can't, ready with ready attacks. So I mean, obviously we don't have a map, so it's hard for me to like position perfectly. My idea is I want to prepare cast with lightning lure, which has a 10-foot reach. So effectively, I've got the ability to hit someone up to 10 feet away with this, and then like move to a position so I'm kind of like efficiently covering the next squares around on the right of the darkness, right? So like so like the bear's there and he can reach 5 foot next to him, and then then is the first 10 feet, then me, then the next 10 feet, sort of thing. I just want to effectively cast this kind of prepared attack net as wide as we and sort
on the
of
other side of the
around
bear,
as we can. Yeah,
this now line forming.
yeah.
15 foot. It's like a 30-foot total, right? Like,
Oh yeah, sorry, it's a 15-foot reach. I can pull them 10 feet. So yeah, I allow you go a bit further and allow for that 15 feet.
and the circumference is what, like
15 foot of darkness, so it's not too bad.
radius, right?
15-foot radius, yeah. So it's a circle 30 feet across. So
Yeah, so the circumference is like, I don't know, 100 feet, whatever. No, a bit less.
So, yeah, something in that neighborhood. But like in terms of squares, I feel like we're covering probably like a solid side of it now.
Okay.
This looks.
Then
And it's prepared if I see anyone come out of it. To cast it.
That's the hold person. Ooh, it rolls a 15. That succeeds, right?
Motherfucker. Yeah, it does.
You had the 16.
15 is decent.
Oh, 15 is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see the half elf, his muscles suddenly get back into motion, shakes away, but that's at the end of the turn. So having to scroll up every time for the initiative is not ideal. Also,
You can just manually add to the turn order if you want. Like you don't have to have tokens. You can like just add names on it and fill them in if you want to have something to cycle through.
okay, sure. Add more die.
Although nobody will be able to fill in their own here, so you're.
Cool. As the turns are happening, I'm kind of like every time I'm just like double checking Mordai. Like, are they still in there, Mordai?
They've shit.
Where are they?
They moved to the wall.
To the wall.
Visible and moved to the wall.
Move to the wall. Wait, so there's
East side, east way. Like, fuck me.
Yeah.
I bought my possession and I had to because I was like, this name is way too familiar to me. I've heard it before somewhere, Jalaxel. And I don't know exactly, but probably in one of the Drizzt books I listened to.
Oh.
Like I did a Forgotten Realms wiki Google of Jalaxel at the start, and he mentions that stuff. Doesn't mention anything in any way. It's just like went to history, early life, and it's like, I see the name of Drisdor. No, yeah, okay, that's where I heard him.
Yeah.
Has to be mentioned.
He's heading to the east. Okay. It was just the end of the half elf stone, right?
The half elf was at 9. I haven't put Mert yet.
Oh, I can't wait to see Merc pulling out the fucking Gatling gun. Say hello to my little friend.
There's a fucking word on that. There we go. Merts.
His name's spelled with an I, not a U. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that's what I Mert.
Really?
That's how I always thought it was spelled. Like it's mud rhymes with dirt. Like you know.
Oh.
So rhymes with
Okay, yeah. I didn't realize that.
Okay, and we left with the half elf. So it's back to Max.
Back to
But
Merc.
Mert didn't do anything this round.
Oh, Mert didn't do anything. Yeah, you're right. Let me see what he has. I didn't expect it to go this way. Mert is wearing that. Yeah, he would be wearing that still. Yeah, and he pulls out just like a golden longsword out of this bag.
He's got style, you can't deny it.
All right, well, whoever it is, it's been too long since a nice fight.
He's
Amy, where do I need to go?
Eastern Walmart.
That way.
Okay, he starts like
I love the idea of Mordai standing in the darkness, pointing in a direction, like he's over there.
This way, Mert!
Beautiful. Yeah, he starts running. But he uses action to pull out the sword.
That's what oh yeah, Odin tried to
Yeah, out of the.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have a beautiful golden sword in his belt. What a sucker.
Not for the party, no. Okay, so he is about there. Yeah, gotcha. Max, now it's your turn. Truly.
Yeah, I'll also head around to the eastern wall. Wait, so there's back up Mert, my friend, my boss. Pull out my my rapier as I go as well. I'll be like, "You're surrounded. Give it up. We can all see you."
Be a deception check.
18.
So deceptive.
I'm like, I almost call out. Wait, oh wait, you're tricking.
Oh, wait.
You're also
You're tricking.
Yeah, you yelled it out. Mordai, it's your turn.
I guess I'll ready in action to attack.
And he left
God damn
right.
it. Got that. Didn't realize you were there. Fuck. Are they out of the darkness or?
No.
On the edge of it, Jack, I was saying.
I'm completely lost in
They
there.
move 15 feet, right? So they must almost be at the darkness.
Yeah, they're like at the edge. Yeah.
Okay, they're right at the edge.
Okay, so
They're like 10 feet away from you. Mordai.
yeah. I'm gonna move so that I'm between them and their destination.
Okay, he'll move around. Yeah, sure.
Around them, and let's say they're right in front of me. And I'm assuming at this point I'm out of the darkness, right?
Yeah, you could see Mordai's back, sticking out like
This-
that.
Right in front of me. Here, this way. And then
Nice.
Oh, baby.
yeah, I'll slash the guy.
You can't miss forever, my friend.
Oh man, you think you just jinxed me?
No.
Oh, no jinx. Maybe.
And he misses.
That misses, yeah.
Oh god! Oh shit!
Like
Wait.
it's a beautiful strike. Like
God damn it,
you're falling out,
What the
and
fuck
unexpectedly
shit?
there's a lunge forward, but this Jorlaxel, this drow, is like
I
Matrix
surrender.
strong,
Maybe.
just like with the same grin on his face.
Just kidding. That would have missed me as well. What am I talking about? Like,
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Who said he attacked Draxel, huh?
not even a good attack.
Who's checking? Yeah, but said he attacked him out of the two of them.
Yeah, but
Miss it both, huh? Oh, baby.
Jets.
I'll walk.
I know
So
shit.
I'll cover more of the east side. Like I'll follow. I'll be along. So I'm like in between. Like if you're thinking like a clock, the darkness.
Mhm.
If they're by, I guess, the east side would be like 9, and the south is the gate. If 6 o'clock is the gate and 9 o'clock is where they are, I would be like in between there.
Sure.
How
Like
what's the-
southeast.
is the lantern
Yeah.
like in a direction, or is it like just in an area?
It's all around.
How far is it out of interest?
It's not that far.
Um,
It's 30. It's 30 feet. It's 60 feet of dim, 30 feet of bright, and within the 30 feet of within the bright, it reveals invisible. But it's
Okay,
all
so
around.
you move around. So you're like in between the gate and like the
and where-
eternal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're quite close to Raven actually.
And
Um,
I'll pull out my crossbow and ready in action to shoot.
Shoot.
Okay.
Shoot her.
Yeah, Ramala, you see.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're ready next.
Never mind. Just shoot him. Like I don't know about the I don't know what the half elf looks like anyway. So.
Ramala, you see as well. She has a short sword in her hand, but as you're calling out, like apparently the target is in front of you, Mordai, she like with her other hand like pulls out, or maybe it was hidden, it's in like a small like hand crossbow, just like
got a-
instantly fires.
She's got a Glock.
It's Mordor.
Um,
Nah,
so
20 on
she hits, but it goes wide
Mm.
into the darkness.
And they tried in 21 AC is a bit of a.
Motherfucker dodges like an agent in the Matrix, you know? Like.
The druid Felbranch actually charge in,
Oh,
Nice.
tries to like swipe
he's a bear, right? He has like sand. Sure.
at Jarlaxle.
He drow.
Let's see. Ooh, but also not
Maybe we should be attacking the other dudes to answer the question.
glass. Don't find purchase. And Jarlaxle, like he's still like nimbly dodging everything, but he is getting surrounded. And he looks at you, Max, even though you can't see like his face, and he says, "All right, well that's fair. I guess I underestimated you.
You can all see.
No, I still have some tricks up my sleeve." He
Damn it, Jack. I hoped he was out of sleeve.
He still has sleeves. He's got some sleeves. He's got a bag of. Jack is like, "Does what?"
First of all, he. Let's see if he does.
I still have some tricks up my sleeve.
Have a
By
look.
tricks, I mean wish spells.
Okay, yeah, with the rapier in his hand, he turns to the half elf and says, "Sadly, you're of no more use to me." And just like with 3 quick swipes, just like instantly eviscerates this half elf next to him, and like with like a gurgle, they fall to the ground. And with the rest of the movement, they like burst out of the darkness. Anyone who has anything prepared can have it go off.
Shoot! Is he next to anyone when he?
Be
gets
in range
out
of the lightning lure.
Okay.
Raven.
No, but I mean, like, is he next to any of us? In a like next
Um,
to?
Yeah, he bursts out like next to Max. And, like,
Oh, baby. You mean I get to
Um,
stab with my rapier, Jacko?
Okay, I don't yet.
I get to stab him with my rapier. The rapier that's never let me down in my life.
you get a swing without disadvantage.
Attack opportunity from me as well, or
Yeah, you got an attack. Yeah, it's been your turn since, right? Yeah,
Also,
attack opportunity for
It's
you.
all come down to this.
no?
Yes, you-
What?
We are.
Current burst of movement and his actions maybe cause you to
Yeah. I was
fail, but the strength save.
save. Surely he's terrible with those.
He's not that great at them. Ooh, does that fail?
DC 15.
Yeah, that fails.
Oh, he's
Nice!
So yeah, fucking lightning
Get
lure.
over here!
Yeah, so like with the snap, like the magic more like guiding your hand, like it snaps around his ankle
Yeah.
and pulls him closer.
Draco, another thing out of interest, when he attacked the guy, is he still invisible and we can just see him pause at a lamp, or did that make him become
Oh
visible?
no, he turned visible at that point.
He
Yes.
turned-
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool.
And as the half elf like fell,
Yeah.
that he also became visible again.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's no longer a person.
I mean, the concentration is from the yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So yeah, assuming there's space for them to build adjacent to me, then they take the 5 damage as well. Lightning.
good to know. Yeah.
Oh, so they're now they're adjacent to the Raven.
Yeah. So they're also within 5 feet of you, Jet, and 10 feet away from Max.
Oh, we got the
Mert,
get
catches-
it, bro, get it.
He just charges around the edge of the darkness. Says, "Wait a minute, I've seen you before, haven't I? Oh, you won't escape my crushes this time."
Get it, bud.
And with 3 large swings of this
Oh
one,
my god, Mert's a badass. Who knew it? Wait, I want to see Mert's tackles.
sure, he's an ally. I'll
He's
give
a-
it
For now, anyway.
for
For
now.
They'll be higher later when he's an enemy and we don't get to see them.
It'll be 2-handed, yes, because he's moving.
Oh, he's a mad. Oh,
Missing.
Ooh!
Nice. Oh,
Missing.
Amazing.
dude, that's
Okay,
a 20.
but, yeah.
No.
Well, like ferocious strikes, he like with a second sweep, like catches the drow off guard, like takes a slice out of his shoulder, and at that like Dralaxel does like his smile fades a little and grunts like, I'll admit you're a bit problematic.
He would have got away with it too if it wasn't for us meddling kids.
And Raven, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll draw my rapier. And then with my other hand, I'll prepare cast Lightning Lure again. For if Jarl Axel is about to get more than like just as he's getting to like the edge of it, I want to go no and like drag him back in.
Very nice.
I like it.
It's like if at any point he's 15 feet from me, basically, I'll try and Lightning Lure him back in.
Cool. That's a cantrip or something, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Ah, that's so strong.
Insanity. Another one of these crazy cantrips he finds online.
This one's a legit one though. It's hardly bogus at all.
Even crazier.
Yeah, okay, cool. You prepare that spell. The half elf.
It's a Sword Coast Adventurers guide one.
Yeah, actually now, probably with level 5, I just looked it up.
Oh shit, it's gone up. Okay, well I'll not necessarily get it the first time, but I'll update it now on my thing.
Technically, my frustration mockery might be 2d4. I don't know if it goes up like that. Just check actually.
Yeah, see the half elf still in the darkness, whoever can see him, like gurgles like a last burst of blood and goes like completely still.
Gurgles his last gurgle.
He's gurgled his last gurgle. Yeehaw. Next.
Okay, so he's within 10. He's 10 foot away from me. And he's
Away from you, yeah, like the lightning lure like pulled him away from you, and Raven is now standing, like ready to face him.
okay.
But Dralax's eyes seem to be mostly focused on Bird right now.
Okay, I will cast vicious mockery at him, and I'll I don't know, say you talk big for someone who's had their fucking cover blown, bitch. Yeah. So wait, what? It still says full description only, huh?
I still don't. I see nothing.
Why is it doing that? Have any of you guys ever had that?
I don't know. I make
I've never
attacks
seen it.
on the attacks and spellcasting bit at the front for everything.
Was I
There we go. Single dash.
I'm only doing it for the the disadvantage anyway.
He succeeds.
Okay, whatever. I'm only doing it to get that good roll out the way. And then I'll be like, dude, merge, you're fucking him up. Let's go, big guy. As I give him back inspiration.
Nice.
Use the big damage numbers.
Morlock.
Not going anywhere. Cast hold person.
Baby, the action economy.
Hey,
The action
Dude, I'd love if he fails this, then we all just like gather around and just like kick the shit out of him.
Roll a 16 plus his.
Oh no!
Why can't he roll 1? This is.
No.
Move next to him.
Don't be silly, Tom. Ones are for you.
Yeah. Man. He's gonna take
Looks like. How do I describe this?
And there's 5 people around him now.
4.
Yumi, Jet, Mert, and Mordor. Yeah, there's 5 people around him now.
Wait, who was 5th? What?
All of us.
I don't know if I'm actually like in melee.
Oh no, that's right. No, you're 10 feet away. Okay, so no, 4 of us yeah, 3 of us and Mert.
Next. Wait. If it would have been like, how close are we to like actually fully surrounding him, Decker?
You need 8 people, right?
Yeah, like 8 people, yeah.
Well, but there's like 8 of us. Wait, let me read this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Jack, I'll actually move up, so I'm just like standing in his way as well.
But Mert is a large creature.
So yeah, I'm basically like,
okay, let me. Okay, so Mert.
and I'll yell at one random guy in the
And
crowd.
Max
to come
over
up to me
here.
with us.
And
I may have reinforcements on the way. I don't know if he heard me or not.
Were there any like other like what happened like you know how we saw the people before who had like the weird unicorn helmet? They kind of look like guards, right? None of those are like showing up.
No, they haven't. They.
Can I completely forgot about his drunk ass. Can I call out to Althalos? Althalos, we can need a hand wherever the fuck you are.
You're forced grey Alphalos. We need more action economy.
Okay.
More.
Yeah, you yelled at. Mordai, sorry, did you?
Nah, he's already.
You tried the whole person and moved up. Okay.
Yeah.
Check.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm already next to him, so I will slash him
Okay.
with my sword or attempt to.
Steely knife.
Oh baby!
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, mega sneak.
Let's go. Ooh.
Not mega sneak.
Hey, that's not bad. Like 14 on a 46. That's not bad at all.
23, 28, and 27. Okay. Nice.
Nice. Like where's the shot?
Then I'll give him a.
Dude, we're 5th level. You get 3d6 sneak attacks.
Yep.
Dude, your sneak attacks 3d6.
No, but he's not 5th level.
Oh no, he's not 5th level, right? No, of course you're right.
Yeah.
He's a monk mix. No, of course.
Okay.
But I missed a kick.
You never know. Maybe his AC decreases by 20 after he gets crit.
That would be one big weakness.
Yeah.
Glass armor. It's like, you know.
That'd be
It would be a pretty cool rogue archetype that after you sneak attack someone, the others have advantage, like following attacks.
more like armor that like gave you like really like +5 AC, but if you do get crit, it goes down. Like you know, it's like the armor that disintegrates. That'd be pretty fun.
Like there is a like disadvantage on all attacks until you get hit, and then it disappears for a round. There's an item like that.
There's a spell like that, I think, right? Maybe I'm making it up.
Probably.
Anyway.
I think Blur works that way.
Also moves up.
There's
Oh.
definitely a.
Sin is happening.
Let's see. That is
Right.
Chain attack, go.
D20 plus 4. Missing. Critting. Right, so that's 2d6 plus 2.
Jacko, don't laugh at me.
Oh, and sneak attack, because she is a
What? And what level would she? Did she go 3d6?
Oh, he's just rolling +4, so like, you know, that's
But did she not get 2 attacks, Chris?
It's true.
She rolled a 2d6, so my 15s. Good hit, good hit.
Yeah.
Oh, so she only has 1d6 sneak attack? What a shitty low level character. Not like us, our heroes.
Call yourself a harper.
And then fell branch.
Oh, we got the bear.
The bear.
He can actually cover 2 squares, right? So he's fully surrounded.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, it's literally impossible to get out.
Yeah, obviously. And they have a multi-attack as well, like with a bite and claws.
Oh, branch. My man.
Missing. And the claws.
Oh shit!
See, that like so many NPCs.
Oh,
No, even against myself.
Going up playing these guys.
Well,
Dude, this is how it felt. This is exactly how I felt. Like, that last encounter,
By
right?
all these low level
Being
guys.
swarmed by crits, man. Oh my god.
Okay, let me.
Check out interest.
We are
I don't know,
shunking this guy.
I think the darkness was something special, but you still said he rolled concentration for it the first time. Is that no longer a thing?
Yeah, the darkness is still up.
Okay. But then you just baited me by saying he failed the concentration.
You know, you got jebaited. What can I say?
Jebaited, so
What can I say except jebaited?
You said he had one more attack, though, right?
Another.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's already-
yeah, the second one was crit.
Okay, yeah. I see.
Okay, then it's Relaxel's turn. Okay, this is interesting.
Uh-oh. He has a whirlwind attack, does he? You hate to see it.
Okay. He looks at. Okay, so Max, you're the one like directly in his way of the wall,
For the cause.
and
That's
he gives
over.
you a grin and say, "Well, it was nice to know you for the time that I did."
When one will fall, many will rise. Thank you very much. That's the motto of the Harpers, right?
I'll roll this public because you're aware of like the
The
attacks that are hitting you.
quite easy kill. No, you have to do. Is it do your whole max HP in with the overkill, right? In 5e?
Oh, I didn't roll a public.
has to-
19? Hit you? Or
19 hits, yeah.
It has to take you
well,
to negative your max, yeah, to overkill you.
So 17 damage.
Oh, I'm still up, baby.
Then the second one, 17 for 11.
It's me, right? I'm down.
Alright, so like with 2 quick swipes as you're standing your ground, and so heroes fall. And he jumps over your body. Everyone who is in melee range gets an attack of opportunity.
I saved my reaction for the
Oh yeah, yeah.
At 23.
lightning lure.
23 misses.
23 misses? What the fuck?
It's got higher AC than me, I'm terrified.
Why is your god? Like,
Like,
Oh, it's a
she
plus
literally-
3 rapier? Dude, I want that rapier.
Romalia literally couldn't hit him unless.
I'm legitimately tempted now to use my reaction to attack to try and grab the rapier, just on the off chance like an athletics is acrobatics, like
when you see
like-
him swiping me, you're like, damn, son, that's a
the one, like the 1% or whatever that I can like athletics is acrobatics and grab it, you know.
Well, you know, bound it up.
Who knows?
But no, I save it for the lightning lure.
Okay, so that misses. Mordai, you get an attack of opportunity. These Murd does, and Romalia and Firebranch do as well.
Like, Romalia has to crit to hit. That is.
Okay, I'll roll these first because they're not on the character sheets. Sorry?
Remember, Mert does have the D8 as well. He's got the Bardic Inspiration again.
Oh, yeah. Missing.
That was Romalia, right?
That was Romalia. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bear has a +5.
Food fishing.
Well,
I
yeah, I
don't know.
mean, Murt's rules. Oh, I don't know.
Romalia, like she stood in front of this person so confidently, like, well, trying to escape my party of a level 1 rogue.
Oh, Mert, my friend.
Uh,
Even
can't hit even if he wanted.
He wouldn't use that. He was smart.
Yeah, he knows the AC is higher than 23.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he seems to be familiar, at least that's to some extent. With,
I would be familiar. He has 3 attacks. How could you not be familiar? Was there anyone else? Mord? No, Morde.
Moda haven't scored it.
Yeah, Mordai, you have an attack, right? Yeah, you were melee, like at the backside.
He was also melee.
Oh, 23 misses.
man.
We know this.
Anyone else? Morde, you attacking? Anyone else? Man, it's fun fighting like a Seat.
Right, and then he moves out of like range, so your lightning lure would go off. Like he jumps over Max's body and starts running for the wall.
Look at that 2d8 though.
Let's see. Why aren't you rolling?
Why are you hating?
Roll 20?
Hello? Oh,
It's
well,
not-
Jack.
Are you saying it is rolling anything?
Do you want me to roll a few, Jacko?
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
Roll a d20.
I'll reroll.
I hear you clicked it a few times, so we just take the lowest result.
Exactly. He has multi-disadvantage.
Oop. Ooh, rolling the dice. What's the DC?
15.
Ooh, okay, he does succeed this time.
Oh, rats.
So sad. So sad.
Yeah, so he jumps over the lining lure, gives you another smirk over his shoulder, says, "Not this time. Come on now." And then, like, turns around with his back towards the wall, and with his short, like, extended, he says, "Anyone else who dares, give it your best shot."
This will be a day that you almost called.
Jarlax.
What does he
Mert?
expect us to do? To just turn
Get it.
around and walk away? Like,
Wait, so he's just camped on top of the wall right now?
Is he on top?
He's
Is he
on
on
the base of the wall, yeah. Like
Even
the wall's pretty tall. It's like almost 15 feet. And Mert says, "Well, I mean, I dare." He starts running in.
Also, where's your friend, Chris? Where's your fucking one-armed, beautiful with high
He's
level?
just,
Oh, yeah,
just
you're right,
finishing his
You did
drink.
actually, so let me roll.
He can roll in for next turn, right?
You would have a
I'm gonna-
plus, so you would be at 12.
Oh, ahead of the Jarlaxle. That's what I like to see.
are you not making Grander get here because you don't have a character sheet for him?
I don't have a character sheet for many of these guys.
Yeah.
It's because your friend is actually evil. Just so you know.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
Just so you're aware.
Just so you know.
Okay, but yeah, he does skip this turn still. Mert goes in. Just like charge them with the large sword. Missing, hitting.
Ooh, he gets a D8. He gets a D8 for the
Oh, he has a D8.
He would use on a 20.
Yeah, he feels like he's so smart. This Mert.
He's always like a DM.
He's a
though.
smart
Like,
boy.
oh,
Baby.
Yeah,
was-
so Jarlaxle's ready. He like definitely like parries the first blow. Well, let's see if Jarlaxle actually has anything to
He can't have a reaction.
react.
Probably
Does he seem to be dodging, by the way?
no. He attacked.
Oh
him.
wait, no, yeah, he attacked you before running over the wall. No, wait.
Oh, actually, a sneak attack as well. Oh, not that it matters here. Doesn't even matter.
No allies. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed his ally, so.
What a fool. Imagine having sneak attack and killing your ally.
He's probably got the sneak attack damage on his ally though.
That's true. That paralysed friend, he got the auto crit sneak attack on his ally.
Oh, it doesn't have anything with his attack, so he takes all that damage. So it's
That's
a
30 damage. Like, does he really look that confident still? Like, we're more like running up and just hitting.
With these blows, he's beaten back a bit, like against the wall, and his grin now like smeared off his face for a bit. He says, "I don't have time to tangle with you, fat man."
Oh.
Mert rages.
But the entire deal with you, skinny boy Raven, I guess.
Raven, it is your turn.
Okay. I will.
Does Raven dare is a real question.
No, his wisdom save seems pretty decent. He saved to get us a lot of. Oh, it's intelligence saving throw. Maybe his intelligence is good.
He's a drow.
Okay. I will use as a bonus action cast magic weapon on my rapier to bring it up to par.
You don't want to be embarrassed in front of these boys with a big plus.
With my action, I will point at Jarlaxle and cast True Strike, and then I will move up adjacent with Mert to try and, I mean, obviously flanking's not a thing, but to also present a.
Yeah, so Mert, like in his large height, he's still a medium creature, but like he is like straight opposite him, and then you move to.
Okay, yeah, I'll go next to the wall again then as well.
the wall.
Yeah, I'll move so that I'm between him and the exit, the gate. If you wanted to run along the wall and get to the gate. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Some lovely person to guess is coming to help.
Look, I'm sure Romalia's got amazing medicine checks.
One of them's like a druid, right? Like, they'll fucking get me up.
Maybe.
Yes, you do that.
Bear just eats you like.
Roll a death save.
Easy D20. Easy nat 20. Okay.
Yeah, you succeed. Mordai, you're up.
You're muted if you're
What?
saying anything.
No, it's just that's swap my headphones.
Silly guys with wireless headphones.
Well, I'm gonna go for tax.
How come you're not doing the cool Hexblade curse on him?
It's actually a good point.
He's the big bad. Not that I'm going to tell you how to play your character or anything, but I sort of like a really big defining class feature.
But he's cast all person twice now, right?
It's not spell.
Yeah,
Hexblade
no,
curse.
but I've been doing that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Attacking.
Yeah, that's true.
That
that's
is true.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For
Yeah.
doubting you.
Yeah,
you-
I'm gonna actually use hex,
Yeah, I know you would have done this, done it.
and then
The shadow that are behind him from the wall gather around him.
yeah, and then go attacks. No, come on.
You're rolling well, though.
First,
Yeah,
and then the other corner. And then,
Oh!
okay, give me that damage roll.
Oh man! Oh my!
So you move on the other side of
19
the map.
crit, boys. 19.
Oh yes,
So
an extra
that's-
+2. Okay.
Extra +2. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
like
wait, I think he meant 19 people. He rolled a 19. I thought he must have had like a +2, which weighs at 19. No. I think just 17.
No,
yeah.
no.
That's
The
a green
roll was
knight.
19 because hex work, hex help. That's what I'm saying. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a natural 19.
Yeah, Chris.
That-
But it's
that's what I meant,
green.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
There's
Yeah,
green
yeah.
aspects, yeah.
Because hex targets
Well,
get.
Sick.
cool. Yeah, like
It's better, bitch.
Bitch!
Bitch!
Bitch! Where one may fall, many will.
Jet.
I'm guessing he's pretty covered by our allies right now.
Yeah, there's 3 adjacent.
So I will.
Triangle shape.
Yeah. Like, technically, if we were on a map, I could be on an angle square,
Yeah.
and then we'd be able
Yeah,
to
you
tag
can
him.
definitely like have a clear side of him, sure.
But yeah, sure. I'll walk up and short sword him. 24.
Ooh, that hits.
Nice.
We found it, boys! Oh man, that's kind of high though. I don't know if I like how high this number is.
What's your 22, right?
22, yeah. But I can cast shield, you know.
He doesn't have shield, what a sucker.
That's around this.
You don't have any shields left, do you, Chris?
No, I got first level spells. I got 2 first level spell slots left.
you-
The only
And
sadness
then
is I don't want
strike
to
him
save the.
one. No.
I want to save the reaction to try and attack of opportunity him when he moves away.
Yep, that's my turn.
But he's focused on mud, you know.
He is murdered a scary boy.
Okay, yeah. Romalia sees it's pretty busy up there. Gets an angle and tries to fire her crossbow.
You probably want to move Alphalos up as well. He's technically a bit below where he's supposed to be
Oh,
on
yeah.
initiative. Ah, man.
Close, but no cigar. Alphalos, yeah, you see him like come running out of the building, tossing away like a goblet. And says, "What is that? I don't even have my blade. Anyone?"
I got
Someone-
my rapier's lying on my body. You know,
I
he's
say-
a rapier boy, right?
I say Max is there! Both implying he's got a rapier and also he could use some help. I don't know. My tone of voice is it's a bit of a, Schrodinger's tone of voice to it. He's not really
Of
sure.
course. Yeah, he uses both his actions to like rush out and get near Max.
Sure.
Fell
The
branch. The bear.
moves next to Mert and Raven, like as best as he can.
Nice. I like having the 2 large creatures, saving my...
Who is bigger though?
Aw.
Oh.
And then it's back to Jalaxel. Jalaxel, yeah, these past few hits, like you've got him past his defenses. Like he's nimble, but he's not like that nimble. When he
Pretty
charges
nimble.
on someone, like someone else strikes him,
Yeah.
and he's like outnumbered completely, and he spits out blood. Says, "Well, I really didn't want to use this, but you've got me cornered. I'll admit."
Wish, not a wish.
And he, like on his belt, he grabs like a purple crystal. Like that's like it's dull from the outside, but like there's like a light coming from the inside. And he just like puts it in his palm and cracks it, and like like a portal like appears behind him and swallows him whole. He
Man, that's cool.
disappears.
Bastard.
Did we see anything through the portal, or was it just?
Give me
Just
a
milky.
perception check. It is dark. There's a crackling energy, and it's swift. Like it's like one moment it's there, one moment it's not.
I see nothing. Man, my perception has been so not on point this session.
Yeah, my session's been real bad.
I'll give these NPCs as well.
Also, Max should get a perception, right? Because you were next.
Yeah, but I may have also been
Oh yeah, never mind. It was more like.
also had
I was-
some problem with me.
Yeah, no.
Also, actually, Jacko, while people are rolling this, I've got a kind of question potentially from like a roleplay perspective more than anything else, really. Just so the wording of True Sight is that it grants you a brief insight into the target's not True Sight, True Strike rather. It grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. Like obviously, I didn't get to use the advantage on an attack roll, but from like the text of the spell, can I, in any way, interpret what it was that was made? Like, you know, like I had my int to my AC, for example. Like, can I determine like how he was so difficult to hit? Is he just like insanely high dex, or
This is like 28 decks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. With the amount of times, with the amount of combat you've had against him, and the 8 of the spell, you figure out the armor that he's wearing is sleek and nimble, and obviously it's like bending in ways that it shouldn't be able to.
sure?
And also the cloak on his back appears to like almost come alive at certain points and like deflect and move
but-
and confuse, aiding to his defense.
He's also got like 30 decks.
I thought about this
Yeah.
the moment I clicked the button, but
Mhm.
could I use my determination on this, or it's too late?
Sure, I'll give you that.
You'll never get it.
Yeah, what a
No,
sadness.
didn't get it anyway. 17.
We're looking for 20. Is there anyone else? Mordai, have you rolled? Yeah.
No, more or less
yeah, we
already
rolled.
rolled the bastard.
Alright,
Cool.
oh, the NPCs also.
What about all the NPCs? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they.
mean-
they
Hmm.
but,
Did I see anything, or it was just complete nothing?
You saw. Nah, it's too hard to tell. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm imagining this. You know when Thanos like just infinity gauntlets and just like back into like a cloud of smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like stab the space where he was. He like gets out of there, but just it closes after. Fuck.
Yeah. So you're left with Alcelos kneeling over Max and the dead half elf, like pretty close to him.
Okay. I like. I guess there's no reason not to keep concentrating on magic weapon for now, but I like sheath my rapier and rush over to Max as well. And,
Yeah, I'll go and help.
I guess we
I'll
probably still
aid
have to
in medicine
initiative.
checks.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's so many people who can make medicine checks. Do you really want to keep acting initiative for this?
Yeah,
Like-
no. Like Felbranch gets out of his druid form now that the danger is mostly past, and says, "Well, I don't have magic to track whoever that was, but I do have magic to save him at least." And he leans down and
Fine.
casts a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
But let's see if I would have been fine.
What is
Oh,
It's getting lower.
Help me! I'm fading. Wait, how much? Like?
what would a 3rd level Cure Wounds be?
3d8 plus wisdom.
Plus Wisdom, so it would be
Oh.
plus 3, 13 healing. Yeah, he leans down and soft green energy surrounds Max's body, and you come awake.
Do we get him?
You use some kind of magical crystal he seemed to be keeping for a last resort. Didn't look happy about it. Disappeared into thin air. Like that.
Fucking bastard! I kind of look up at like the fucking.
Seriously. What the
nearby.
fuck was that?
I'm like, yo, Mert, who the fuck was that, man?
Yeah, I mean, Mert said he recognised it. Yeah, exactly. We all turned to Mert expectantly.
Who the fuck?
He like puts his longsword into the grass and crosses his arms and says, "Well, that was an enemy I haven't seen in a long time. We in Waterdeep have a long list of enemies, of wanted people, and he is near the top. His name is Jarlaxle Bane."
It's a tough motherfucker. I'll give him that.
Let's see, what would he know?
He's like high up in the heavens. He knows everything, Jack.
Last I heard, he was running around in Luskan, trying to gain leadership of the city. I I didn't expect him to show his face here at this.
Wait, sorry, was Luskan the
Main
city that
party.
we overheard earlier was trying to join the Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, I believe so. Right.
Or was that something? Was that like Vas?
Yeah,
That was the Luskan. Okay, cool.
Well, damn, I really wanted to catch him and put him in cuffs.
Me and you, we made him fucking run away like a bitch.
Yeah, whatever that was. I mean, he's no spellcaster, I can tell you that.
What? I kind of look around the darkness still there.
As you're talking, after like 20 more seconds, it evaporates.
Whoever that elf was
Yeah.
ruined it. We probably could have caught him if it wasn't for him.
I want to search the half elf.
Okay. Ooh, wait.
Yeah, as you kind of go towards them.
Yeah, no, I should have mentioned this, but let's say in the confusion, you guys didn't realize. But as you're moving up to the elf, also they appear to have been disguised, and they are now returned to their grayish skin.
Oh,
form.
okay, cool.
Also a drow. Okay.
Like maybe a little target for a little speak with Dad again. But perhaps this one we better leave for the higher ups.
Well, this party was orchestrated in order to catch whoever it was. We knew he was dangerous. So, yeah, this is Harper business. We'll take care of,
Fucking 3 strings tried to take him on solo. Oh.
Didn't kill three things though. Interesting. Professional substandard.
I'll How loud was the combat? Does like the guards rushing or?
At the end, everyone going all out was pretty loud.
Okay, yeah.
but
So there's been a big disturbance.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't need to cast. I was going to use like
But
another
the Emerald
paper
Outlet is
bird.
a little bit removed from the rest. It's
Sure.
it's like a few.
Man, if we had more spells, we could have got him. Holy shit.
Yeah, you were like really
Dude, if that color spray, if like the half up doesn't reach in that turn, and we just like tie him
Yeah.
up, he's just like, what do you do, right? Like you're just fast.
Yeah,
Crazy.
dude, I think he was almost single digits.
Dude, what CR was he, Jacko? It's okay if you can't tell us.
Yeah, he might face him in the future. who
You
knows?
might face him, or we're gonna die. I'm not facing him in the future. Nuts, he was like a plus
You kick his ass,
face him in the
Just got a whole person and not
Face
have
him.
him save.
Yeah.
dude. A whole person doesn't even like. We still miss most of the time.
Yeah, you just gotta like tie him up or some shit while he's like, yeah.
We still miss most of 5e man. AC is AC.
Put him in a cage
Like
and,
Rogan.
and you just let him go out that way.
But if he's incapacitated, we can just hit him, right?
No, you gotta still roll
No,
it with
advantage,
advantage against
yeah.
AC.
But you could like take off all
You
his
did your crit, but you don't want to.
Yeah, strip him down.
Yeah. Take off that magic weapon armor, whatever. Right, anyway.
Dude, I should have. Can I see what my athletics would have
Dude,
been?
disarm might have been the way to go, honestly. Just like, yeah.
I just want
I'll
to
roll acrobatics against it.
Nah, okay, it's a 16. I'm sure.
I checked disarm's actually like you make an attack roll against them. So even
Oh, you
It would have been mine.
God. Should have done it, Chris. Should have done it. Could have had that.
He only has a plus 11 to acrobatics.
If you had that +3 rapier, they might be the most busted level 5 character.
Yeah, that might be a bit much. I think Jacko might. I mean, personally, if I were the DM, I'd seriously consider it. Yeah, I would have if I were the DM, I seriously would have considered like finding a way
You
to
gotta
get
do
that away
something,
from.
right? Like the sword, like you
I might have like left it to like a weak character, but someone who's already like pretty effective in combat doesn't really need that. It just breaks the campaign.
I guess the most he needs.
He needs
I like, well this fight actually.
Yeah,
That
that's
was, like
true.
23 or so. If you crit, right? Alright. Anyway, yeah. So I'm like, oh, like, I hope Free Swings doesn't feel too bad for not managing. Then seems like he might have been a little.
Oh yeah, how is
big.
do I need to send a casket?
Nah, he's alive. He's alive. Let's see what's,
Oh yes, survived a couple more years than I expected. I mean, you just look at it. Whatever. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I keep searching the drow, by the way.
I can be. Yeah, I'll kind of be like, I'll like ask him, like, do you want that drow? The other one.
Romalia will deal with it.
What do you think he might
Uh,
eat him? Like, do you want this to go? Like,
you
whatever.
do an eye out, like,
Yeah. You gotta eat
pull
that.
out, like a item you're familiar with, like a paper bird,
Ah.
and start writing a little message on it.
So I thought he said riding. I thought he said he rode off on it. Just like standing on it, like T-posing as it like flies up into the
Man,
sky.
you could do that.
Still
I don't know why it was so obvious you said writing, but I was like, man, he's fucking got skills, this guy.
It's a big bird, a big paper bird.
As we kind of walk over to Drow, I'll be like, man, Raven, remember when you were like, nice quiet party? Doesn't matter, you've had a busy day already. Jesus, man, we're never gonna have a fucking quiet night. I swear to God, for the rest of our fucking lives.
And
Man, if we were just a little more prepared, though, man, we could.
Althalas speaks up and says, I wasn't in the right state of mind to help you. Sorry. I
Yeah,
failed
don't worry
again."
about it, man. It's like a fucking party. No, none of us were ready for this shit.
just we came
Yeah, man,
on.
like, what the fuck is even going on?
I don't know,
Oh,
man. The
everyone
God fucking hate us.
Well,
I'll
whatever.
turn off the
back.
lantern of revealing.
Well, even if we didn't catch him, we made him force his hand. We know he's in the city, and we know he is the one behind all these drow sightings we've been having. So, it is valuable. Now, I'm gonna send agents in order to track him.
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty fucked. If we're able to find him soon, who knows?
I know I'm not a harper, but I wouldn't mind teaming up for another stab at him. If and when you do find him, you wouldn't mind looping us in. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Sure. I'll remember your group. Of
I mean,
course.
I'm actually a harper, so if like
You are.
Oh yeah, I give it
on them.
a secret handshake.
Wait, didn't Mart recruit you, or am I making that up?
Yeah.
Who are we talking to now? Sorry.
Vimalia.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, Mart. Yeah, what he's
What's
writing.
that?
You said
Yeah,
Mert's
yeah.
voice?
Morgan's one of this.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, okay. Well, I say the same thing anyway. I make the same offer.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an open secret that we're in war against these drow invaders at this point, so I don't think it could hurt. You've proven quite valuable. I'll work through you. What's your name,
Max voltage.
Max? That's right. It is in the back of my mind. All right. Well, I'll deal with this.
Sure.
I give you a leave to enjoy the rest of the party, even though the actual goal isn't present anymore. I did go through a lot of trouble to organize it. These druids don't give their sanctuary freely.
Well, I mean, although we didn't get him, I guess it's kind of the best we could have hoped for. At least no one actually died.
It's quite a miracle.
Yeah.
Well, of course, this poor fella, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
speaking
like,
speaking
no,
of which, Jack, I hate to labour this point, but before the guards show up, I want to loot this body.
you want to go through the drow
Yeah.
okay, body. Quickly look something up. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, after you died, I'm gonna say something.
You see a couple of daggers. You find a vial of poison, similar to the one you found before, and some painted dark leather armor that he was wearing.
Okay,
Um,
I'll take
his, enclave
all of that.
disguise.
Two drow dagger, one drow poison, and one painted dark leather armor.
Yeah.
Okay, Jacko.
Mhm.
Where I'm gonna look where he disappeared. Where
Okay, yeah. Like right next to the wall.
yeah, Jaxel, Joxel,
Joel
Jaxel,
Axel.
Jarl
Jarl
Axel.
Your actual, where it disappeared, and see if there's any. Because I saw him take up like a crystal and like crush it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna see if there's anything like shards of that crystal left.
Shit, I'm such a fucking bad wizard, yeah. And can I like Arcana to know what
You're
it
a
is?
wizard?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I try and recognize that form of magic in any way? Now that I've had a good time to
Ooh!
think about it. Oh shit.
Like a roll Arcana, like
Yeah,
with disadvantage, I'll say. Because
Sure,
it's
yeah.
quite fast.
Yeah.
And it's,
18 anyway.
Yeah.
You actually don't know anything, Raven.
Sure.
You know there are items that simulate teleportation, like loaded
Yeah.
mountain bike and stuff like that.
Sure.
This seemed to be like a more of a one-use type thing, and it being so, it probably had uses other than just teleporting.
Right.
Other than that, you don't know specifically what it is.
But I had like some amount of
that-
power that could just be used for like a purpose, and he chose to, in this case, use it on teleporting. Would be my like interpretation.
Maybe.
Sure.
It's a fucking crystal wish. He could have wished us all.
Jet, you do find not like a piece of crystal, but you find some like more like dust almost. But it's you recognize specifically because it still has as a like purplish tinge to it.
Yeah, I'll like take some paper and like.
Okay,
take it
yeah,
out,
it's like
And
it's not very much. It's like a little small pile in the palm of your hand.
I'll secure it and I'll keep it.
Cool.
Snort it later when you really.
Get that wish snort going.
Yeah. Get like a fucking special. Get a feat. That should be a
Maria
lot,
says
right?
at this
Doing a
point,
feat.
I am quite familiar with the guard. Most of the sergeants know my face. I'll deal with the hassle and boredom of giving statements.
Oh yeah, we've done that already. Today.
Yeah, no, look, I completely trust you to do that, but we're already in quite a lot of trouble with the guard, and I don't want to give even the perception of trying to avoid them in this particular situation, given that this is the second time, today we've had to speak with them. So we'll remain. You can talk with them, but we'll remain present and.
Are you sure? The least I can do
palpable.
is sweep you under the rug.
It's look.
Raven? Do you not think it'll be just? I don't know.
Look, I'm just saying. People have seen. There's a lot of witnesses to this. If it later catches wind that we were involved in something and tried to hide it from the guard again, I just don't want our sentencing tomorrow to be any worse than it has to be.
Look, I can't promise that word of your presence will not reach some ears that we cannot reach, but everyone here present will keep their mouth shut.
All right, okay, you've convinced me. I need to get to Blackstaff Tower fast anyway.
Yeah, man, I feel like I've had enough fucking.
Everything will be easier for me as well if you are
All right.
not here.
All right. We will. I think we've enjoyed your party long enough anyway.
Thanks for the thanks for the invite.
Until before the whole started. Yeah.
For what it's worth, Alphalos, I did see you charge in, and it's good enough, I suppose.
Okay, Jack, is she seriously like looking down on him, or is she
Roll inside.
Just fucking with
or
him.
is she a Syndra? Syndra? Well, it's too long since I watched anime.
Jesus, Jack.
Yeah, she's not particularly subtle with the hiding of her venom in the voice.
Okay.
She seems like she doesn't like him very much.
Who does?
Right? Who does?
I do.
Also,
I like what? Athalos is my favorite NPC.
what?
Oh.
Have you remember? What was her name?
Dude, everyone else is just a pain in it. Like, there's a lot of friendly people, but they're all like annoying friendly. You think about Floon,
There's a couple of good ones, like the.
even Reynar's quite like
Rain is a fucking annoying fuck. Yeah, I was thinking Rain. I was thinking.
What do you want from
The
Manova?
blacksmith who lives in our town, so chill, man. I just have nice conversations.
Oh, he's yeah.
They make me illegal weapons, and I should never see them again.
The guy on the boat was pretty decent to us as well. Like, he filled us in pretty nicely.
Also,
Wasn't
that wizard who lives near us, and he was
Zardoz Zord. Yeah, but Athalos is my bro.
Sure, man.
He's my daddy.
He's
He could be your daddy. Anyway, you guys
Your daddy,
did
huh?
that all.
you know your
Yeah.
dad?
So
Are you sure you don't want the ditches of that beautiful female gal?
Ooh.
Sorry, what?
I'm saying this is your last chance.
Yeah, she's
No,
she's like
before this whole conversation, I'm heading back to the party. I left.
okay.
I went back. I have not heard this whole conversation. Like,
You're like so you saw that crit on
Bro.
19, huh?
Only certain warlocks can do that.
Give me another perception check with advantage. Warren.
Used deception
Oh,
last
you
time.
say-
Like
Oh, yeah, or
deception,
I guess, as
deception
well.
with advantage.
I feel Does it feel slightly shady if someone using deception to pick up a ghost? You know, it's a slight tinge.
Yeah, but it's Mordai as hell, right? Like.
We don't go into too much detail. Okay, you convince her you're the head of a like a great family business. You're pretty much an oil baron, and with your dashing looks and suave tongue, you're like, if you want, you could, like, you could cut to black and you could take a room in the Underline Cliff, and have a good time. Okay, that's more like it.
No, I rolled 2 20s.
That's safe.
Hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
When it counts. When it counts.
Oh no.
Imagine 2 more crits in that fight. That guy 100% goes down though.
Oh my god.
And
Anyway,
and her name is Natari.
Like he gets her
Just,
name in this conversation. You think the name comes up?
After you have the pillow talk. Okay, anyways, that's more or less evening.
Okay. So Raven said he was gonna go to Blackstaff, or Blackstaff Tower. Then I would go to. I won't come with you to the tower itself, but I was able to gather what was remaining of the stone that I used to escape.
Can I take it with me? Someone might be able to have a better look at it than us.
That's what I thought, and I gave it to him. It's like, I guess it would be in a pouch, and then there would be like paper around.
Like, wrap it inside paper or pouch.
Sure. I'll just put it down as Jarlaxle's crystal dust.
What are you planning to do at the tower, Raven?
I was looking at Frog.
What are you good?
Just gonna go and at least leave a message for the Blackstaff, letting her know what's happened here. I've got a feeling she'll want to know the name is present in the city at least.
Yeah, pretty big fucking deal. Sounds like, alright, well, I think I'll just fucking head to the fucking manor. I could do with a sleep.
Alright.
I'll do the same. As we are going back to the manor, I would have the lantern on during this time.
Okay.
Dude, even if we see him coming, man, he can just fucking cut off my head at this point.
You don't see anything invisible in your way, but you do.
Hundreds of ghosts.
Part of your trek back, you.
We get a car.
Yeah. The cart gets stopped at an intersection when a bunch of what appears to be a combination of merchants and workers and laborers are marching the streets in protest or shouting out loudly, "We're gonna catch him! We're gonna beat him! We're gonna give justice!" And you hear shouts of like people trying to chase after some sort of bugbear that apparently has done some sort of crime.
Fucking hell.
We're gonna take
Hurry up, car driver! Hurry up! I really need to get to.
Yeah, but it's not that small, that large of a group. So about 20 like commoners
I'm over,
across the street.
I'll give you extra.
What's wrong with you?
Dude, it's been a long fucking night.
And he starts with the horses again.
Give bardic inspiration to one of the commoners. You get him.
He's had a.
You see it?
One last too many.
Dude, I have like 10 HP. No.
I mean, that's wrong with you. Fair enough. It's crazy nights in the dock court, eh?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Okay, I run to my bed. Give me bed.
Okay, so you guys had the troll skull. Mordai spends the evening in the Enclave, and Raven, you head to Blackstaff. Althalos accompanies you, because that's where he lives.
Yeah.
What do you want to do at Blackstaff specifically?
I assume it's too well. Like, I mean, I bounce the idea off Althalos because he's probably got a better sense of it than I. Like, do you think Vajra will want to know about this tonight, or should I just write a report and let her find out in the morning? I mean, from the way Mert reacted, it's people are going to want to know that Jarlaxle is in the city sooner rather than later.
I think she'll find out on her own, but it doesn't hurt to give a message. She has never personally seen the Blackstaff, I think, because she's a bit too young. Or seen Jarlaxle, I think, because she's a bit too young. But the previous Blackstaffs may be able to inform her about this new enemy.
All right. Oh, by the way, while we're walking together, Just pick your brain for a second. I found this mysterious ticking pyramid. Seems kind of demonic. We found it in a Xanathar's guild hideout, if I recall correctly. It was a while ago. I made some notes on. I actually carry these around with me because it's the other thing I was going to give to Vajra. So I'll hand over like it's got like a little sketch of like any sort of markings or whatever that are on it, and like like just a kind of general shape and size of it. As it was like just my observations written down. It's probably not more than like 1 page of stuff because like, how much could there really be? Does that ring any bells to you?
I mean, it's strange. Looks like some sort of. I'm afraid I don't know. I mean, I do know that these symbols, I don't think they're demonic. I think they're more infernal.
Oh,
You know,
good to know.
been a while since I've studied that part of the magical world. I think maybe bring it to a local temple.
Ticking infernal.
A local temple. Oh, here, servant of the gods. This ticking fucking evil
Alright,
artifact.
that's good advice. I might, I'll drop Vajra a line about it as well. Just she's got an office full of magical things. Maybe she'll recognize it as important. But otherwise, yeah, temple tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I did sneak some of this wine back.
Yeah, you did. Give me that.
Oh, when's he hitting? When does the
The
wheel hit him?
Blacksmith Tower is lacking in one thing. It is good drink. Yeah, he gives you.
Nice. We just like assume like swings from this thing on the way back. Yeah. Cool. And yeah, so what I want to do basically is head to Blackstaff Tower, write just like a short, just a very like a summary of events. That it seemed like the Harpers had a plan to corner a fugitive, identity unknown. It turned out to be this Jarlaxle Bainere, whatever the name was.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say Bainera.
Yeah. And then in the manner in which he escaped. I'll leave the crystal dust as like as an attachment, I guess. And then like as a sort of PS underneath. PS, we found this pyramid. Don't know if it means anything to you. Was a while ago. Forgot to bring it up. And yeah,
Including the notes about the pyramids.
yeah. All my observations about it. And then I don't exactly know how it all works, but I assume there's like some functionality where for like an in tray or something for her, or like for getting a message, internal
exactly.
organizational.
But she's not currently present because of the meetings. But they have ways to contact her, of course.
So I just leave it with whatever clerk or like who what's the guy's name, the Savengriff or whatever, if he's around. And that's I don't really want to do much else here. I'll let Savengriff know though that we're facing some potential trouble with the law. Could be some jail time. Probably nothing too bad, but if you don't see me show up for work for a few days, that's why.
You wouldn't.
It's such a
need
good
to worry.
excuse now.
Forest Grey and the Grey Hands often run into problems with the law. As long as you haven't attacked a noble, it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine then. I say and then leave.
And you hand over those notes.
Yeah, I the incident report on what just happened, as well as the dust and the notes on the ticking pyramid. Infernal pyramid. Like the notes very like scribbled out at the top, ticking demonic pyramid. Now says ticking infernal pyramid.
Okay, and you say goodbye to Alphalos and head back to Troskal Manor.
Yeah.
At this point, it's 11 p.m.
I'll give Alphos a bit of a drunken hug, because we're buddies now.
Okay. Yeah, he says, for what it's worth, it was an exciting evening. I did have a surprisingly good time.
Yeah, I didn't get hurt either. No,
I didn't, I'm sorry. And he leaves also a bit drunk and stumbles back to his room. Anybody else want to do anything? Or
I'd like if it's around. I guess he would come back a lot later than us. Jet has a bit.
It's gonna be like an hour before.
So Jet would go around. How long does the lantern? It's like 6 hours total or something like that.
Wow, 6 hours.
6 hours of 1 point
because of the oil, yeah.
Yeah. But I've already used it, but only like temporarily for like a couple of turns each.
Yeah, I'll say including the ride back. If you're still
Yeah.
riding it the entire way,
Yeah.
you still have like 4.5 hours remaining.
I'll and it's just normal oil anyway. I'll walk around the manor, and if Max goes to sleep, I'll
I'm right to sleep. Yeah.
I'll walk around not to disturb him, but I'll still walk around the manor just with the lantern looking out until.
You don't have to
until
walk for long if you're looking for Liv.
No.
Okay.
I'm not looking for lift specifically.
Looking for where the drow is hiding to finish it.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, I'm just being cautious, and I wanna I'll drink some of the wine that the like from the temple.
Sure.
I'll just like measure its quality compared to what I drank on the party, and then I'll walk around, wait until like if Raven comes back before 12, because I wanna more or less like it's Fae night, so I just wanna fucking be outside in the moonlight.
Yeah,
We left at it.
9 hours.
Pretty late.
See, like take in the atmosphere
it's
of
around
the Fae
11
night.
right now.
Like take in the atmosphere of the Fae night, and
Yeah, you do see at various points throughout the city like fireworks. Which I mean you're familiar with, but it's still like surprisingly high technology and beautiful. And also you see a few small like effects come from next door from the herbalist.
Okay.
Faya is her name. And as you're walking around with the lantern, you do see Liv in the tap room. He is almost like an exact frame to frame, like the same pose as the painting that you saw him in when he was alive. He's like with a soft smile on his face. He's cleaning some mugs. You see, yeah, normally they would just be lifting, without anything because he has a lantern on. You can see him standing behind the bar.
Yeah,
and as he
like
recognizes you.
hold up the wine, like more like a greeting.
Yeah, he nods with a friendly smile.
And yeah, if Raven comes back before midnight, I'll wait until after midnight before going to bed, and if he comes back after midnight, I'll just walk around till he comes back.
Okay, yeah, he comes back around 11:30.
Just one thing though, Jack. I just had a thought as I'm like, it probably occurs to Raven as I'm like walking back through the city, like checking my notes and stuff about what's going on. I want to take one of my paper birds, and send a quick message to. Oh no, hang on. According to my character sheet, my paper birds are in my study, so I'll do it when I get back.
Sure. So yeah, you do catch Raven as he enters. Chat.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
Everything good? No murderous drow sneaking about?
Nothing of the sort. Just being a bit careful while taking in the atmosphere. It's quite an interesting night.
You know there's a ghost over there, right? It's our ghost, right?
Yes. You could say that.
I just kind of give him like a... I don't mean I've like really interacted very much with him, except briefly after the fight, so I'm just kind of like, I know he lives in your bedroom or whatever.
Yeah, he
let's give him a nod.
half-heartedly like, gives a wave and then gives a stronger wave as you acknowledge him.
You need anything? Otherwise I'm gonna head up. I got a message to send.
Nothing in particular. With how fast you came back, I'm guessing you didn't talk to anyone really.
Not particularly, no. I just left some notes with Invajra's Intre and headed home.
Well, let's hope we're free men tomorrow to know what she says about that.
Fingers crossed. And I like just with a casual night ghost. I like head upstairs.
Yeah, and I'll do what I did, what I said I would do. I'll walk around until midnight, taking the midnight atmosphere, and then
Cool.
Go up.
Yeah, you don't notice any negative energies or hiding drow. Everything seems to be safe as safe as could be in Trollskull Manor. And Raven, you wanted to send a message with
Yeah,
the paper
I
bird?
want to send a message to Mert. I think like the limit is 60 words. This should be within 60 words, but if it's not, I can cut it down a little bit. But I say, Mert, we discovered today that someone had been impersonating JB Nevercott at your opera. Might be unrelated to Jarl Axel, but figured under the circumstances, take no risks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's far below the word.
Yeah, okay. I might maybe I'm like not quite so sparing when I realise it's going to be that short. But yeah, it's basically that's the message.
Much love.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yours
Honestly,
faithfully
yeah.
and truly.
Yeah, or more like figured it might have been someone in disguise in the vicinity to you recently might have been Jarl Axel, that sort of thing. Like,
But
yeah,
leaving out the ands and the these.
yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, it's what's the teletext, telekinese, what's it when you send a telegram? There's like a special like form of
Points.
telegraphies or something. When you, I don't know, but it's like you like it specifically misses out a bunch of. It's a very abbreviated form of
Okay, yeah, I know what you
communication.
mean.
Yeah.
Stop. That.
Okay, you send the message. And it flies out of the window into the darkness. And with that, you also get a nice sleep and effects of a long rest.
Thank God.
Insanity.
Man, I didn't expect this party to take the full session. It's partly because I don't know how to do, the time wise, but also because that combat tracked on way longer than expected.
Yeah, I mean, I
was
assume,
like, oh, he's gonna turn invisible and then like run away.
Yeah,
And then-
right. I mean, assume it's written in such a way that they basically, it's
Yeah.
almost impossible to stop it.
Also,
like he
I gotta
casts
say,
darkness, next turn invisibility, and
Yeah.
then
maybe.
then he actually yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a fucking warlock who can see in proper invisibility.
Yeah, no, we had the tools.
We have a warlock plus a lantern that reveals invisible things. Like,
I gotta say, maybe slightly controversial opinion, but I actually quite enjoyed the mapless combat.
Yeah,
It's been so long since I feel like I've been in a fight that was mapless. I've just kind of like given them up for anything. But I was
Yeah,
actually
that
quite.
There
was-
was only one enemy, but
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think if there was more moving parts than that, I would certainly have been like, at some point.
Yeah.
Can we draw? But like, it worked well. I think.
Yeah, I think it worked completely fine.
And it's kind of fun to kind of, I don't know, not like it doesn't force you. Maybe in a way it forces you to pay more attention, but like
It makes you
it's
feel
sort
less
of,
video gamey though. If you
yeah, and it makes you feel kind of more. I guess it makes you consider more like options and like what's going on and stuff because you sort of innately think about like what you can do and
It's not just like
positions
move
and
to the square to next to him. Yeah.
one thing that was fun about good in hindsight about we being able to do that with him, that he's used the crystal thing, he might have been able to use that crystal against us in a real fight later.
Yeah, there's like.
But now he doesn't have it.
You guys think if there's any fight from Vader that he's running away from that fight? Do you think he's running away from that fight?
But Ian, I hate you because I wanted to use the line like, remember this today that you almost got your Axel.
And then I said it.
I took that away from him.
Alright, are we going to wrap it up here then, or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Still
Yeah,
time.
I looked up, by the
Done.
way. It is telegraphies. In case anyone was interested, it's the terse, abbreviated style of language used in
Remember the
telegraphy.
session before last session? Actually, no, the session before where we leveled up and we were like, maybe we can level up in a short rest, but otherwise you'd wait from a long rest. And who knows when that'll be? That was like two
This
fucking
is now.
sessions ago.
Dude,
Two fucking session, the whole of last session.
Let's see, let's add that to the calendar. You guys survived.
You get half your hit dice back on a long rest rounded up, it must be, because otherwise you wouldn't get any back at level 1, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I rounded it down, but that makes sense.
Oh, I thought you get all your HP on a long rest.
You get all your HP, but you get half your hit dice. Half
Oh,
of
hit
your
dice.
hit
Oh,
dice
yeah, yeah,
maximum. Yeah.
But I'm back to full anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was at 0 out of 5, so
Dice for the next day.
Let me see if we can do next week.
I can.
Oh
so-
yeah, I need to double check next week as
I'm
well.
off next week.
Yeah, should be fine.
Let's see.
I'm available other afternoons as well if we needed to.
I think Tuesday should.
Let's look at the month.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, I'm good next week.
Sweet.
Why does it look like you're eating a turtle? My mind is. And the lights look like you're eating a turtle.
What is eating a turtle?
Tom's eating a turtle, it's true.
Tom, don't eat the turtle.
Pickles. It's a pickles.
Don't eat the turtle, Tom. Friendly turtle. Anyway, cool.
Yes,
That was
boiled turtle.
Kind of guys.
that was a lot of fun. That party was like
Grab-
it was more sort of fun and intrigue than I expected.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I had some cool moments. I was happy with we found a body, forcing them to think. I love, it's cool because the spell even specifically says like the wording of detect thoughts. Like it's got a lot of wording, and I've actually realized towards the end there's a section where like if someone's invisible to you, you can detect them by their thoughts with it. It's like you have the ability to. It says right at the end, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet.
Yeah,
of
I
you,
was like
unless you
thinking,
can't,
man, if I'd like come conscious at the end and I could have
yeah.
like, if I like could have like used the thing again to like thinking about where it's going or something. Or
Yeah, but it says a clause right here. It says questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so the spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation.
Yeah.
You can also use the spell to detect presence of thinking creatures you can't see. Blah blah blah.
Did you take the spell?
Yeah, I have that spell. And